I forget. Our sponsors haven't hit us back.
Man. What's up with that?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Oh, I didn't hear their response. Anyways, we're the 4G Audio Podcast. No need to introduce
That's right, you already
anybody
know.
this time. We're on episode fucking 69. 69.
It's a special one.
We're going to open up our books. My sister's Fanny. Fanny. Page 69. Any motherfucking way. Oh, nice. I thought you made that sound. Oh, shit. So, yeah, fucking gang. It's April 17th. 420's coming up.
That's right.
But, however, technically it's still 420. It's April and it's 2020.
Hey, man, all month long. That's right.
So actually, I haven't heard from our sponsors. Like I said, they're closed down, I believe, up there. So that's
right.
probably why.
That's right.
But we had a nice young fellow give us some of this cannabis right here. This is some death tuna from Perp Nerp Terps.
I enjoy death tuna. I still have some actually at home.
Fucking right. Check at Perp _Nerp _Terps. And we got a backwood going. Fucking right. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, how's everybody's week? You guys started work this week?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Pretty sore. Not gonna lie, but pretty happy to be out there.
Muscles I haven't used in a good like five months.
Yeah. 4 or 5 anyway. Yeah, no, it's good to be back out, but it's definitely a little restricted right now. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you were saying you don't even know. You'll find out next week for sure what's going on.
yeah, apparently we'll see.
That's crazy though, because even like you said too, somebody called in,
Yeah.
said you guys are too close together and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's like so
So
fucked up. Because like, the thing is, you're outside and it's like your life, I guess. Really, you know what I mean?
well-
You guys are like, and I said earlier, like you're not like hugging and kissing each other.
Yeah,
and shit.
that's it. And man, to just to elaborate on that
Sorry,
too,
yeah.
we're like using leaf blowers. All we're doing is like blowing things into a pile.
Just blowing each other.
Yeah. And, you know, we
Yeah.
got your hands on the nozzles and whatnot.
Yeah.
So for anyone that doesn't know,
Yeah.
we do landscaping for a living.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, all we're cleared to do right now is parking lot cleanup, which is dirty work, but it's work anyways, man.
Something to do.
Yeah, it's something
Fucking
to
right,
do,
yeah,
get
man.
outside and
Get
stuff,
you moving
so,
and shit.
yeah, it feels good. But also to be out and to know like there's people like that out there at the same time. It's
well, it's fun. Well, and like, I just saw a video too on Instagram that was like, I'm gapping. It was like in Brampton, I think, or something like that, or whatever. But there was some guy like peeping out the window
Mm,
and looking at his neighbors across the street or whatever. And there's like cops everywhere, and there's like they have like people all around the neighborhood. Like there's a cop talking to this guy and a cop talking to this guy.
mm,
And fucking buddy like ratted out his neighbors because they were like having people over or something, or they weren't social distancing or whatever.
right.
And like the cops showed up and were like, I guess, getting the story from everybody and shit. But it's like, I mean, at the same time too, I get it. But it's like those are the type of people like in grade school that would like tattle on somebody. So like
Yeah,
people so
yeah.
much that the teacher would finally be like, it's not cool to tattle. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like,
right.
just chill the fuck out, you know?
It is a little bit weird, right? They got like the snitch lines and shit, and like
Yeah.
people are going a little bit crazy.
There
with,
actually
like,
is a snitch line. I saw a joke
pretty
about
sure-
it, but I didn't.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there is.
But
They
then,
want
well,
people to be doing
calling
it.
Well,
in,
and
yeah,
then
it's like
I
call
showed, you know how I was
311
saying,
or whatever it is.
I was part of that group chat or whatever with the Banana Locos and shit.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Banana Locos.
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody in the group. But in that thing, I was saying that I got that alcohol in the bottle from the drugstore in town or whatever, and it was just like they took like a cough syrup bottle. Like I guess they just have like empty like clean ones or whatever, and they just put like rubbing alcohol in it, I think, and then they're selling that.
Okay.
And so like I said that in the group because the one guy's like, yeah man, like you can't get it anywhere, whatever. And this one guy had like a bottle of like hemp fucking moisturizing like sanitizer. And they're like, holy shit, man. Everyone's like, holy shit, like there's none here. And I was like, yeah, there's none here, but I'm like, the store's like putting it in the like alcohol into the bottle. And the guy was like, man, you're supposed to report that, like, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, okay. I'm like, it's alcohol. So whatever, right? And the other thing is, I'm pretty sure the pharmacy's doing it okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like me selling it at the back for $80, right?
They hope they're doing it all right anyway.
It reminds me, I'm just gonna post this link in that group. See what's
that's
up.
right. Oh yeah, if you're tuning in and you got Zoom, we're taking calls. The email will be the next piece of information we leak to you.
Yeah.
So if you
can
keep
just
watching,
actually hit us up.
Oh yeah,
You'll
it's just
get
like if you're
Message
watching right now, just message your email and
Yeah.
I'll legit just send you an invite.
there you go. In
Yeah.
the chat.
Yeah, post your email. I will invite you to this, and
Fucking
we can do a live chat.
That's right.
Yeah. One sec here. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna post this into that group.
Yeah, man.
They can all fuck around.
I will prerequisite that with this is the first time we're trying something like
Yeah.
this. So if there's any sort of like technical issues,
Second time.
I mean like
Yeah.
doing like the live call in kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I was just being a bit of a
Yeah.
fucking smartass. I do got a story though. I told you earlier. Did you hear about the security guard at Walmart in Sherbrooke?
No.
So the security guard, I guess he was about 35 years of age.
Sherbrooke. That's like near Montreal, kind of.
I think so. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like it is a little more east.
Anyways.
So you know how there's a security guard keeping everyone from going in the store. You know, you can go now. You can go now.
Yeah, Southern Quebec.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. And this 85-year-old man came up and was just like kind of demanding that he go in, right? And he turned him away and he was all pissed off and he went back into his car and fucking drove the guy over.
No.
Killed him, man, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that? Because he wouldn't let him in the fucking
Yeah, man.
Walmart.
Because he was being a dick, probably.
Yeah, who knows like what
And then, like,
was said and all
Or
that,
yeah,
but-
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, how it was handled, but yeah, either way, he went back, got in his vehicle, and drove this mother
That's
down.
Fuck.
Right?
So it's like this was an old man that did this. Like
85-year-old man
85
apparently.
that's crazy,
That was
man.
his age, yeah.
So is he just like?
I don't know, but man, you're
Senile or
gonna be
something,
waiting
like-
around for a long ass time now. You
I'm
couldn't
too old to
wait
go
in
to
a
jail.
line.
Fuck it.
Now you're gonna be waiting around in a jail cell.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Man.
Yeah, like fuck. Well, like yeah. I mean, I can't believe that it's driving people to like that kind of shit. You know,
yeah.
like fuck. That's fucked up. you
Well,
know?
that's
man.
what like you cage people in, man. Like
True that.
I
yeah.
feel
you
like-
restrict them, like what you restrict what they're allowed to do on a regular basis. Like
Yeah.
before we're just allowed to walk into a fucking Walmart and get whatever we want, walk out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're not being allowed to do these kind of things. People are
Yeah.
stressing out in weird
For
ways.
sure. And man, it's not even summer yet.
I know,
wait
man. If
until
this
it's
goes on
beach
much
weather
longer,
and that heat's here, and
I'm hearing good news. Like, well, it depends on which
where you're
way,
taking
yeah,
it
like
from,
where you
for
look the
sure.
information. But like some people are like, oh, it's gonna be like fucking mid-July or late June or whatever. Others are like, oh, end of April, early May.
Yeah.
Like, you might see some like restrictions being let up,
That yeah.
but who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's definitely quite the situation.
Living in the motherfucking Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
That's right.
man. It's fine. I don't know. This is crazy too. And like even too, like I was looking at the numbers and stuff. Like Canada's not even on the top 10.
No, we're pretty.
We're
Man,
not even
Canada's been good.
close,
Have
man.
you? Did,
Yo,
I saw a
Man, the
picture of
States
our
is
flight.
1/3 of
You
the
know
fucking
why?
everything.
Yeah.
That,
hell
like,
yeah.
think about like the tiny little population of Canada on such a massive. We're so far spread
Yeah.
out.
Landscape.
Yeah.
So spread out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and you got to think if now that you say that, most of the fucking numbers that we're getting are like Toronto
Bigger
and Ottawa,
cities.
and like
cities,
bigger
yeah.
cities, right? So that's obviously gonna happen. So yeah, I feel like you said, we're spread out so much that it's probably we're at the minimal.
Yeah. But like I said, our population is really low too. So our numbers, like per capita, if you do the odds, they're
Yeah, true.
For sure.
Yeah, because if you look at New York, like
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
crazy, like
Exactly.
there's probably
I
just
s-
as many people in New York as there is in like all of Canada. Almost.
Yeah.
Did you see the
Almost.
fucking video, man? It was
Probably not, but
it was
Wow.
it was a fucking I just
Good
don't know.
fraction,
I'm just
anyway.
but the fucking there was a video of outside of like a New York hospital at the back store or some shit, and they were like pulling out like body bags and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But they were like, they had a fucking forklift, like
Yeah.
lifting like a bunch of bodies at once and like putting them in transports and shit.
Yeah. that's
Yo, I was
crazy.
saying this to you, like, so, like in my, again, like I said, population isn't that great, but I don't see people around me dropping dead. I don't see
No,
people
I've heard of
sick,
two
you know what I
people
mean?
that like someone I know knew
Yeah.
that died, but like,
Specifically from that, or like
well,
complications from? Or?
yeah, I was gonna say both of them were like said to be from coronavirus, but the other thing too is like, what's his name, John Prine or whatever, the guy I was telling you about earlier, the illegal smile.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He died last week or something like that, and I almost said shout out, rest in peace, John Prine. I think I might have the name wrong. I know it's Prine. I don't know if it's John or not. But point is that I read the article to see like, oh, was it coronavirus or did he just like die? You know, he's an older dude, I'm pretty sure, and it said due to complications caused by coronavirus. So I'm like,
Or
does that mean
it's
he died
linked
from
to,
coronavirus
yeah.
or like? You know what I mean? He stopped breathing because he had coronavirus, but coronavirus didn't like kill him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
He had it, but like, yeah,
Yeah, like, yeah, it was
Actually,
actually like, yeah, the heart attack or whatever that like was caused by
I've seen a lot of posts like that. Like people are dying from a lot of things, like heart attacks or just regular pneumonia or like whatever,
Yeah.
you know, which happens a lot. Like you know what I
it
mean? The
does,
numbers
yeah,
are like,
exactly.
if you like, most people don't pay attention when there's not a global pandemic, but the
Yeah.
numbers of like
Well,
people
'cause
that
it's
die
adding
of
to the
regular flu or like
Mm.
whatever. But like they're very comparable to like you know, regular seasonal deaths or whatever.
Yeah.
Again, I'm no expert, but that's just what I read. That
Yeah.
if our like hospitals can take 50 million, or in the U.S., you know, like 50 million people get sick from influenza every year, and that doesn't overwhelm the healthcare system. Like,
yeah.
what's a couple of thousand extra people that get sick? I don't know. But again,
I love it.
maybe I'm just ignorant. I don't know.
Remember
No.
earlier he's like, oh, he could be anywhere doing anything.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm drunk and high and eating chicken nuggets. No,
Sounds like he's living the life.
The good kind of
$8.
chicken
Yeah, the
nuggets.
good kind,
$8.
Fuck. Those were the good kind.
I
$8.
asked him to zoom and he's like, for what? Drunk and high.
That's the good kind. That's like the perfect time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with 4G. I scared a bunch of our watchers away. I'm sorry.
With what?
I just like, left them a note in our comments about leaving
Zooming?
us the email to Zoom. Yeah,
Fucking right. If you wanna fucking chat with us tonight, smoke a doobie and shit,
that's
hit
it.
us up. That reminds
Something
me.
different, you know?
Banana Locos hit me up.
Oh,
I forgot
nice.
to check that.
Yeah, don't worry if you see us looking at our phones. We're in contact with a lot of people at the moment trying to, you know.
Keep the show going.
Yeah, that's it. We're just trying to switch things up, keep it entertaining. Might have
Okay.
some music play. I don't know.
Mm.
That'll be later in the show, though, as
Yeah,
always.
for sure. So yeah, Banana said no, it's too late of notice.
Where is he from again?
Chicago. Actually,
Chicago?
it's funny I'm wearing my fucking
Oh
Chicago
man, I
hat
thought he was
too.
Florida for some reason.
No, Chicago. Banana Locos. Check out Banana Locos on Instagram. And Sly Fly McCartney.
Fly.
Yeah, he just posted another video too. We'll have to watch that after. You know what's fucked up though is like there's not a whole lot really going on to even like talk about.
Well, I mean,
You know what I
other
mean?
than the coronavirus.
Well, exactly.
You know, that's
yeah,
the only
but,
thing
but,
that's
but
like
that,
taken
yeah, you know
over
what I mean.
everything,
It's
yeah.
like it's taken over everything. So it's like not even like a whole lot
Yeah,
going
there's
on.
like no shows going on. No,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Um,
We already talked about Tiger King, so you can't beat
That was
you
like
know?
the other trending thing, right?
yeah.
What else is happening?
There's been new albums drop. I don't know, Joyner Lucas's new album's
True.
pretty fire.
Royce the 5'9". Actually, Royce the
Yeah,
5
that
or no,
one's dope. The Allegory.
something just dropped last night. Mersh, help me out if you're watching. He told me about it. Wait, here we go. R.A. the Rugged Man dropped a fucking midnight
Oh,
last
really?
night. Yeah.
Wow.
Man,
I was
He's
actually
a
really excited. I was even, whenever he said midnight, I'm like, fucking right. I'm like, I'm going to be waiting for it. And then I just remembered about it.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, actually fucking,
I'll have to check that one out, though.
Philly Moves. Shout out to Philly Moves. Whenever I was chilling with them at the fucking Bros Farm Gym, they mentioned going to New York for a while.
Yeah.
And whenever they were in New York, they were talking to this chick on the bus or something, the train or whatever.
Okay.
And she ended up telling them that she was R.A. the Rugged Man's girlfriend.
Mm.
And they thought, like, they didn't know for sure. Like, they're kind of like, what the fuck?
Mm.
And so they had no proof of, like, whether she was telling the truth or not, right? Well, then, like, it was like a week later or something. They were on the ferry, I think.
Okay.
And they saw R.A. the Rugged Man. So they rolled up on him, like, hey, man, what's up? How's it
Yeah.
going? Whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm just waiting. Like, I'm going to go, like, meet my girlfriend or whatever. And she's driving me home. And they're like, we'll get to see if it's her. And they got
Yeah.
off the ferry and it was her standing by the car and shit. They're like, oh, it
Damn.
was actually her. Like,
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck.
cool.
Yeah. All right. The Rugged Man. But yeah, we'll have to check that out.
For sure. Yeah, that one's that'll be a dope one.
When was the last time you put something out? It's been a while, right? Like,
Well, yeah, that's why I was excited whenever Merch said that. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what could be building up for years? But at the same time, too, I mean, I guess now that I think about it, I don't follow him that closely that he could have put something out.
like last year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
sure.
you know. But yeah, I don't think he's put out too much. Faded. Oh, we got our business cards made up. Super
Oh,
stoked
Oh
about
shit!
that.
Yeah, let's show the crowd some of those.
Man.
Yeah, it's official, man. We'll have to start making flyers and put them on your windshields and shit.
Yeah. That's right. 4G's in business.
Yeah.
Right. All information on the back.
Pretty
All
What do
sick,
y'all
man.
think?
Yeah.
all the socials and shit.
Yeah, thanks for fucking making that up too. That's sick, man. It definitely made my job easier.
Hey man,
Oh,
it's,
there we get to see what they look like.
mostly thanks to my wife. She had just all the assets already made. I just,
Oh, yeah,
I just
yeah.
pieced it together. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Fuck
it's-
yeah.
I love it. It's sick.
Some of that.
oh yeah.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, Royce's album came out a little while ago for sure, maybe over a month ago or so, but that one's really good too.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about albums, other than
I honestly,
that,
I
man,
think I've said this before, but I honestly think Royce the 5'9" is one of the most underrated
Oh,
lyricists.
yeah,
Like, like
Oh, for
honestly,
sure.
man, like he just writes shit. That, like his last album, The Book of Ryan,
Book of Ryan,
that
man.
shit is fucking
It's like
amazing in my books, man.
See,
It's like his life story.
when I-
almost.
yeah, dude, it's so good. Like he
When
tells
I,
a
like,
story like no one.
Really listened to Royce the 5'9", it was Bad Meets Evil.
yeah,
Do they have 2 albums?
just the one.
Just the
but
one,
they have
okay,
the
okay,
song
okay.
together back
Yeah,
on Slim Shady LP.
But that I remember listening to that album like over and over and over and over and over and over, and like I've like really fucked with them then. Not that
Yeah.
I don't now. It's just that I think it's just that I just listen to different music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
I mean I don't like I like that shit and whatever, but it's like especially I was gonna say lately as in like the last 2 or 3 years. I want to be like, you know, like, I don't care what
Yeah.
they're saying as long as it sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I miss out on all that kind of shit, right? Like.
The lyricism.
But so whenever I think of Royce the 5'9", that's when I really like. That's when I think of like his lyrics because that's really all I know, I guess, or not
Yeah.
all I know, but like the most of what I know. But he's definitely fucking dope. Is he actually 5'9"? Is that what it means?
No,
like
I
his
don't.
height.
Yeah,
I don't know. Actually, I don't think he's
because
got
he
to be
says
over
in a
that.
line, but he doesn't say that's why it's 5'9", but he says something like 5'9" because I'm 5'9" or something like that, or
Okay.
and I'm 5'9" or
Yeah.
something. But either way, is whatever he said gave me the idea that maybe that's why is like.
Actually, yeah, he could be.
It seems like a reasonable height for him.
Yeah, he's probably 5'9", man. Because I'm probably yeah. I'm like 5'10", I think, or 5'9".
I think I'm the same actually. To be
Fuck, I
honest
forget
with
who it was. Somebody told me the other day that I think it was like their doctor or something, like always would like measure them or whatever and told them that they were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Patty P. Or no, Patty C.
Patty C.
Yeah, he said, now that I think about it, there's a lot of fucking Patty initials. Patty,
actually
Patty
is.
P, Patty C, Patty B. We had Patty B on here. But anyway, so Patty C, yeah, he said that
lot of 80,
his doctor said
80Ps.
he was like
Patty P.
5'11" or 6 feet or something maybe. And I guess someone called him out on it. Was like, no, definitely not. And then they pulled out the tape and measured him, and he was like 5'8" or like
Oh, yeah.
5'9" or
What?
something. And he's like, "No man, I swear, like my doctor fucking measured me and everything."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh shit, man."
That's hilarious.
So like he said too, he's like, "Man," he's like, "I've been going around saying that for like a long time too." Like,
Fuck,
it's not a
that's
new
hilarious.
thing.
It's usually pretty obvious if you're like 6 feet or above, though,
You
right?
can kind of
Yeah,
tell,
you know?
but yeah, once you pick
See,
it out, you know,
That's the
like,
thing is when people. Oh, sorry.
yeah, I was gonna say like my buddy like Liam was like 6 foot, like or 6'1", so I was like, you know what I mean, like a little bit shorter than him. So I always knew I wasn't quite 6 feet, almost, I would say, because of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I remember measuring myself, but I never would always remember it. Same with like that body mass index shit
Yeah,
in gym. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never remember.
But like
everything.
so like I'm for everybody fucking listening, I'm 6'6" or whatever, right? So
Mhm.
when people ask me like, "Oh, were they tall?" I'm like, I'm
To
not
you,
sure.
you're
Like,
like,
yeah, to you, no,
I'm like,
yeah.
everyone is shorter than me or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like I get what you mean, like were they tall or whatever, right? So like I get like, okay. So basically I don't know how to like judge or whatever, right?
Yeah,
So usually what I say is like
close to me.
I'll do 6 feet as like a marker, right? So
Yeah.
it'll either be, oh, they were definitely under 6 feet, or they were like probably a bit under 6 feet, or they were like just over 6 feet, or they were like my height,
Yeah.
or they were like around 6 feet. You know, so I always use 6 foot as the like
That's the
almost like a
gauge.
zero, or yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, yeah. So it's like either like down a bit, down a lot, like up a bit, up a lot.
Yeah.
So whenever people ask like, "Oh, were they short?" I'm like, well, like I'm not gonna give you like a number, but like they were like not fucking 6 feet for sure, you know. Like, and then you get into the children sizes when you get down further.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck, that reminds me of something. Remember I was just saying like how I watched the Chris D'Elia
Yeah.
comedy special. He was talking about like he had some joke about like kids and like not knowing how old they are. He's like if you know how old like no no one's like, yeah, I think that one's about 7, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So he's just like, I don't know how old the kid was. I don't know that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like,
It's tough. Well,
That's
yeah.
true though, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
man,
Yeah.
I recommend watching that one. I think
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it
well,
was on
is it
Netflix.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
The
That'd be
Chris
good.
D'Elia
Let me
stand up.
check
It's
that out.
fucking hilarious. It had me laughing. And usually I don't watch like stand ups like you know, like I can get in like
Honestly, I've really only watched Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle was,
like,
man,
the
only
since
one that I
day
can
Well,
watch.
see, for me, like, yeah, same thing. Like, I used to watch like just for laughs and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they're usually like short bits, like not super short, but like they're shorter bits, and it's like usually like a fairly all-star lineup, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like a bunch of good shit. And then like Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
fucking whatever. Anytime I usually watch a fucking stand-up, it's because somebody else put it on, and I'm just watching it with
Yeah,
them.
you're a part
But
of it.
I always use this example is pretzels. It's like pretzels. I don't like pretzels. But once I start eating pretzels, I fucking love pretzels. So I'm like,
That's
I don't really
awesome.
want to get in because I said to my brother the other day too. It's just funny that you said that you don't normally watch them, but you watched one the other day. And I said to my brother, I'm like, dude, I don't normally watch. Like, I the thing is for me is that like I don't know how much time I'm gonna invest in this show right now, right? Because I could all of a sudden just be like, well, I'm going to do something else or whatever, right? So like, I find like stand up is like they're kind of warming you up, and they're kind of giving you like little jokes that are setups for like later to use that punchline. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So you're like investing this time to get the worth out of it in the end. You know what I mean? So like the first half is like investing and listening, and the second half is like just like dying because you listened in the first part, you know?
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want to invest that time and then be like, well, I'm bored, I'm gonna go do something. Or like, oh, like fucking, you know, oh, someone called, I'm gonna go hang out, or like
Yeah.
whatever, right? So I'm like, I don't want to invest that time, but like I said, I threw it on. It might even my dad threw it on the other day, but someone threw it on or whatever. And right away, I'm just burst out laughing. It was Bert Kreitzer or whatever I was saying earlier. But yeah, so it's like it's just funny that you said that too. Like, I don't normally watch them, but I fucking threw it on.
I don't even think it was Shannon that threw it on. Like we were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, because every time we watch Netflix and we're just like scrolling for shit to watch, and I'm like,
Oh,
and I'm
man.
just like got the Xbox controller. I'm just like, nah, I don't know. What. And
Man,
eventually,
I've done
I
that shit for,
legit,
like,
I just like
an
take the
hour.
Xbox controller and just hand it to Shannon. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, you do this like straight
Man,
up.
sometimes I'd be like, God, I just recently like got or I shouldn't say recently, I don't know, in the last few months, whatever, got like the internet and like Netflix and stuff back. But I had like Netflix a long time ago, and like I would fucking be like, hey, I'm gonna go, like I gotta go do this thing in like 2 hours or whatever, right? Cool, I got enough time to watch like most movies. So I'll pick a good movie. Okay, it's half an hour later,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
man,
oh shit, I better
totally.
pick some. Well, I better pick. I'll just pick a TV show then, and I'll watch like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now like an hour's gone by, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, and then I end up watching like one episode of The Simpsons. I'm like, oh, I gotta go, like, see ya.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Or you have less time and you just waste it all looking through it, like,
Yeah. I do it a lot. It's just because, like, well, for the most part, you've seen a
yeah,
lot of it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm usually on top of, like,
Or it's just like
movies that
way
I
out
wanna
of something
see,
that you
so-
would like ever usually watch.
that's
right?
it too, right?
Yeah.
You're like looking at it, it could be good. Like, man, I'll straight up admit sometimes when I'm like, just like let go of the pickiness, I guess, and like fine, like this one, and
Yeah.
end up right into it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's some
Yeah.
random movie, but you end up right into it. But for the most part, man, I'll just be like, no. You know, like the
Same
platform
thing.
movie. It just like I was like, no, I don't know, and then watch the trailer for that one a bit. I'm like, want to see what that fucking table of food looks like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'll give it a chance. Yeah, that's usually what I do.
But
I'll
see,
give
and
this
then
one a
like
chance.
even then too, like I don't want to pick something because I'm indecisive to begin with, but I don't want to pick something. Same thing, don't want to invest that time in it, and then be like, wow, after this 20 minutes of this movie sucks, not watching it.
Yeah,
Go
I've
find
done
something
that.
else. So it's like, fuck, I don't want to get into that. But then like another fucking pretzels for me is Grandma's Boy.
Oh,
I love that
I
man.
watched it like once or twice and was like funny and like, yeah, awesome, whatever. But I like know the story and I know the jokes and stuff. And my buddy had 2 copies and he's like, fuck, I don't know where I got this other one. You can have it. And I'm like, cool. Put it with the pile of DVDs. It was like, right on, now I
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then one day I was looking through everything. I'm like, no. I probably had like 40 movies. I'm like, no. And I saw that and I was like, fuck, I guess I'll throw this on. I'm like, I can fucking quote it and shit.
Yeah.
So I throw it on, fucking laying there laughing and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is hilarious. So now, like, I was at somebody's house. He's like, oh, pick a movie. I'm like, yeah, this. I'm like, yeah, throw it on. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I've seen it so many times. I'm like, watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. And I
It is
actually
good.
haven't seen that one in a fucking long time.
Yeah.
But used to have this tradition of like going to the Rogers store when the Rogers store is still like rented movies
I've
and
never
shit.
been to a Rogers store.
I didn't even know they did that
No.
shit. Like,
Oh, like-
Rogers, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
It used
yeah.
to be,
No
like, they used to
idea.
like walls full of DVDs. You just walk
Yeah.
in and browse around.
is that here in the city?
Yeah, of course, man. Like
I guess I came to the city a little too late.
right in fucking like the College Square and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's
never like
crazy.
been to one, but I think I've like seen it in movies or like
Yeah.
a commercial for it or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I've
Oh,
never
so
like
we'd,
been
like
to
go
one.
through
Or,
and like that's like so we'd always just like go and look for a random movie. To,
Yeah,
like,
because
rent
it was
and watch.
Rogers and Blockbuster, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What?
Yes, man.
Fuck, man, it's just been Blockbuster to me. Like, I don't
You're
know
like-
about this Rogers shit. That's hilarious. I'm getting a history
I was actually
lesson
shocked
right
when
now.
like because like I'm pretty sure they still have maybe they don't, but the one in College Square, is the Rogers store still there? It's just
The-
like,
It might be. I
College
guess,
Square?
man, I've seen
Oh,
Rogers stores,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
I legit thought it was just like a telestore.
I don't know.
You know, like you
well,
just
that's
go
how
in.
that's what
That's
it is
what it is now,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course, that's what I
Uh,
thought.
But
Yeah,
like,
back in the-
were they in the same store as the cell or well?
Well, before
I guess
there
it'd be before cell phones.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even before cell phones. It was just like as the whole DVD rental thing was phasing out and like you
Oh,
know
yeah.
like so
Yeah.
the one that we always used to go to was at the College Square.
Yeah. Okay.
And then sure enough, they reduced all their stock. They were selling
Yeah.
everything off, and then I think they closed it down and
Just, like,
renovated
change-
everything.
yeah,
like
right. They went for phone and internet and stuff.
yeah, and then that was all it was after
Man,
that.
I fucking didn't even.
We
know
would just
that.
go
That's
because they would
crazy.
just like there was like sale bins, you know, like
Yeah.
cheap DVDs and shit like that. So we would just
Yeah.
rummage through and
Well,
find
yeah.
like maybe like $5 here, $5 there. Would come out with like 3 or 4 DVDs.
Yeah,
and just-
man.
And let's
For
like
sure.
if you look
I
at
used to do that at
the
H&B.
shelves upstairs that are just like we had those stacked, man. I
Yeah,
gave a
yeah.
bunch of like even
And I have
work
a
the other
fucking-
day.
I had a baggie.
Exactly, that's what I mean. We just gave a bunch of them
Oh,
away.
yeah, I
We
think
had
I have some too, yeah.
Like, we legit had like shelves full of DVDs because we
Yeah.
just go to the store and be like, oh, there's a cheap one.
Yeah,
And we just-
$5 bin.
And we even had
Yeah.
this
shit
like the
that.
tradition, like if it was a shitty movie, we'd just watch it anyways and just
Yeah.
tear it apart,
Oh.
you know, and just like make fun of it. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
man,
you know,
man.
just make
I remember
have a
doing
good
that
time
to like
anyways.
horror movies and shit, and just like with a bunch of friends. A horror movie is never scary when you're with a bunch of people. I
Yeah.
don't care
See,
who you
me
are.
and I forget. I think it was one of my exes or something like that. We
Yeah.
picked up one. It was like $5 bin at Walmart, and it was like 8 fucking scary movies or whatever. I think they were like fairly short movies or whatever,
Yeah.
like 40 minutes or an hour or something,
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
It was like these fucking movies, but they were like just looking at it, you're like it looks like we made them, you know?
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
and we were like, fuck it, throw it in there.
Yeah.
We'll watch it. And there ended up being 2 of them that we actually liked. One of them was like, it was actually fucking stupid. But that's why we liked it, because it was so stupid. But it was this haunted bong or whatever.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that one, if not all of, and probably if it was one, it was that movie, was Tommy Chong.
Yeah,
like-
man.
I don't know if he was in it or if he just made it.
Yeah, they played that at 420 at the lounge in Kingston. one day.
Seriously?
Yeah, they like smoked the bong and then they're like
I forget the.
possessed or they're
Yeah,
like into
I
it
just
or
remember
something.
that
and
bong
it's-
like has like a weird
they
little
die
fucking
from it.
clay mouth on it, and it's like talking to them and shit.
Yeah, man, they
Yeah.
played that at the fucking.
That's
I
wild. I've
remember that.
never even heard
Yeah,
of this.
man. fuck.
Crazy
I forget what
shit,
it was
really
called,
weird.
but it was like it might have even just been like haunted bong or some shit.
Yeah,
But
it was right out.
but there
there.
was yeah.
I'm
And
sure
like
you
I said, they were
Google that,
cheesy
I'll
movies,
find
but it
out.
was just that I thought of it because you were saying like sometimes you'd see a shitty movie, and be like fuck it, we'll watch it, and make
Yeah.
fun of it or whatever. But yeah, so we got that because we were like, oh cool, like they have this movie for $5, old
Yeah.
classic, threw it in, and then we're like, look at this fucking thing,
Yeah.
let's get it and chop it up.
Fuck yeah. One of the movies that I rewatch.
So
of-
it's
of this-
legit called Evil Bong.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Yeah, that's it. It's like Evil Dead, but Evil Bong. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you
right.
actually.
That's
fuck,
hilarious.
oh, I
I've
was just saying, I
never
wish you
heard
could
of
pull up a
that.
Man,
picture.
it's fun.
That's like I'm gonna go
'Cause
watch
it's-
that tonight.
Because it's like
Tomorrow.
it's like a cheesy picture too, eh?
Man, and it's like there's like it's like art.
Yeah.
It's definitely art, nudity, and everything, man. There's
it
like
looks like
chicks in it.
some
and
sort of weird fucking fish face bong. Or
It's
something
weird
from
as
the picture.
fucking hell, man.
My dad said we should talk to our invisible guest.
Well, I guess we could. I mean, I guess we could address the ghost. Which
The
we-
ghost in the room.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, man. I'll push so what's your name, man?
Ghost Malone.
Yeah.
Nice, that was pretty good.
Yeah. That's great.
But yeah,
Yeah, what I was gonna say though, really
Sorry.
quick, was the one movie that probably the one and only movie I've watched out of the stock of movies you've given me. I'll probably watch it a few times because it's a favorite of mine. But A Knight's Tale.
Oh yeah,
That one you
yeah.
got already.
isn't
I've
that
never-
Tom Cruise?
No, it's
Close. Another.
Oh,
big
Val
actor.
Kilmer.
No,
No.
I'm close,
That's
aren't I?
Batman
Wait, stop. Wait, no.
well, Batman.
Oh,
That's a
wait.
link to it. Though.
That is
you
a
could
link,
Get
that's a
there.
link.
Yeah, wait.
It's a
fuck.
hint.
Wait, what did you say? It's called Knight's Tale. Wait,
Yeah.
not Val Kilmer. Then it's somebody like him.
Kinda long hair, blonde.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right
I was
now.
gonna say Kiefer Sutherland, but he doesn't have long hair.
No,
No.
Heath Ledger.
Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry, yeah,
You
yeah.
knew-
yeah.
I knew he was like, you
Yeah.
knew it. Yeah, Heath Ledger, and like the whole cast, and that's actually pretty.
I can picture the front of the movie because I remember actually same thing. The same place where I went to the movies and found the Grandma's Boy and was like, "Wow, we'll watch this." one." Yeah.
I love
They
that.
had A Knight's Tale, and I kept
Yeah.
seeing it, and I was like, "Never seen that." They're like, "Oh, we should watch it." I'm like, "It looks garbage."
Yeah, man, I love A Knight's
actually a
Tale.
pretty
It's
good
really
movie. Is it,
good
yeah?
fucking movie,
Yeah.
man. I love the start too, like whenever they're doing We Will Rock You by Queen, like everyone, the whole crowd, but then like the fucking the guitar solo, they're just like, they have these big old trumpets with flags on them and they're playing the guitar solo on those.
Yeah, that's. I think
man.
that's one thing
You
I
don't
remember
really
when.
clue in, man, but they're like it's fucking awesome.
Fuck movies.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Oh
It's
man,
good.
can you actually?
story.
Can you pull up a picture of that movie?
Of a
The evil
Evil
bong.
Bong, yeah.
Just
I'll
just
try
because
to
I
do
was
that,
like,
yeah.
at first I was like, I wish there was a way we could show them. And I was like, well, we can. And then I left it too long, and I just
No, we're still talking about
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Well, I guess
for
we could
sure.
just post it on our Instagram tomorrow.
It's true. Oh man, just seeing that, And it is Tommy
Yeah.
Chong, man. He's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it for
yeah.
sure.
Like
yeah.
he might even be the bong, maybe. If not, like
Yeah.
I forget. But yeah, it's like
It's really weird, man. It's like they smoke the bong and then they're like brought into this like other like universe or something.
you
but
you
it's
ever
like,
seen the movie Shrooms?
it's like they're dead though. Oh, yes.
They go to
man.
Europe
In
and eat the
bush-
mushrooms.
in
Yeah,
the bush, man.
but the
that-
mushrooms that have the black tip, you're
Yeah.
not supposed to eat.
Yeah, and they all. Oh, that movie is
That fucking
whack.
toothpick I had in my mouth earlier, they were
Yeah.
those fucking bourbon soaked ones I got from the
Yeah, that's
hairdresser at
right.
Union Station, and I noticed all the
So-
one end of them all is black.
That's the evil bong.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I just fucking I
Uh,
just feel like instead of explaining what it looked like, I could just be like, yeah, it's because it doesn't have like a weird face on it. I can't really see
It does.
It,
That's why I said, like,
got,
when
like,
I checked it on my phone, it was really small. I'm like, it has some sort of
yeah,
weird,
here
like,
it is, yeah. You
weird
can
fish
see it
face
there
kind of
now,
thing.
Yeah, see.
yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, there's Tommy
Yeah,
Chong
Tommy
there. Yeah.
Chong, yeah. That's it, man. Yeah.
But yeah, the movie Shrooms. Yeah, they're
Man.
supposed to, and I was
Have
telling
you seen
someone
that one,
about
Ben?
no, I don't think I
Dude.
have.
this. Watch it, and
Okay,
I
So
won't.
I'm gonna write these down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch it.
Shrooms and evil bong.
Shrooms is a little
This-
more
this is
of
gonna-
a normal movie.
Yeah, yeah.
So
this
what
is
I-
gonna be my 420 watching.
So what I wanted,
Halloween came on 420.
what I wanted to do was explain the fucking what was the other movie Shrooms,
Yeah.
and the ending and stuff like that. But I won't if you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
it's-
say I was even
it's-
gonna bring
it's
it
a
up too.
crazy, like it,
Yeah.
oh, I shouldn't say it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
just
don't give it away.
it's just weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're like, whoa. I didn't
Yeah,
even get it
the
at
whole way.
first. At
Yeah.
the end when it happened,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is it over?
Yeah.
And my buddy's like, yeah, and I was like,
but
like what the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah, legit.
And he was
man.
like, well, this, and I was like, oh, I'm like, whoa.
So it's one of those
crazy.
you have to like watch more
Yeah,
than once to
yeah,
get it. Or?
It's almost
Maybe.
like when you find out that Tyler Durden and the other guy are the same person.
Yeah,
Is that the right
Fight-
name? Did I get the
fucking
name right?
It was the right name. Yeah. Fight Club.
All right, I'll check that one out too.
Yeah, it's one of those you like get to the end and then you're like, oh my fuck, and you're left
Yeah.
with a cold feeling because there's no closure. That's
But
for
see,
fucking
actually,
sure.
I usually hate movies like that.
Yeah,
oh, I was
Like,
gonna
fuck,
say-
why did I invest all my time in watching that?
Speaking of fucking movies like that, though, like that fucking, like, oh no, I forgot. No, gone.
Just
Oh yeah. So okay. So speaking like, so how movies like at the end you're like, whoa, what the fuck? And then
Yeah.
you look back on the rest of the movie and go, oh my god, Tyler Durden was fighting himself and shit, right?
Yeah.
But then,
Spoilers if you fucking haven't.
oh
seen
yeah, if
Fight
you haven't seen Fight Club, sorry, sorry, it came out a long time ago, so it's your fault. But
Yeah.
Technically, if you would have never said Fight Club, nobody would have known. If they hadn't seen it, they wouldn't
Yeah,
know what you
yeah,
were talking
oh,
about.
I didn't even say it either. Yeah, I just said
Yeah.
Tyler Durden. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's right.
But so then where are we going with this?
Fuck,
so then you know,
rule number one too.
oh shit, am I getting killed or just beat up? But so then, okay, wait, follow me here. Okay, so then you know how I was saying, or I was talking about earlier, like replay value in movies, like
Yeah.
the
Shrooms.
Grandma's Boy and
Or-
stuff, like
yeah,
how
yeah.
that I found out that one had great replay value to me. The second that Fight Club ended, and I figured it all out, I was like, I'll probably never watch that movie again.
Yeah.
Because like the shock is out of it, right?
Yeah,
There's like
absolutely,
nothing
yeah.
left for that. Like it's like
Usually, I
deflated
give it like
balloon.
a second watch.
But-
so like I'm like, oh, I can watch. Like I
Then
notice
you-
things
well,
that I
yeah,
pick it out. Like,
yeah.
oh, that makes sense, and oh, that makes
well,
sense. But then after
exactly.
that, you're like, okay.
then I
yeah.
did watch it. It was probably like fucking 14, 15 years later, and I did watch it again. And I'm pretty sure someone put it on, and I was like, don't really want to watch this movie because like I know what happens, right? But especially when it's a big surprise like that, you're like, well, I already know
Yeah.
that it's a big surprise. But yeah, then the second time I watched it, I was like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, oh right here when this chick's bitching him out. She wasn't there visiting the other dude. She was
Yeah.
visiting him
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
And I was like,
It's
oh,
you're so fucking crazy. You know?
his name is
Yeah.
Robert Paulson.
Yeah.
And the thing is I remember that from the second time I watched it. I remember that all the time. And like the funny thing is now like I've seen so many jokes about it in like I think they do it in Family Guy and shit like that. But but I see it so many times now, and I'm like, oh yeah, like that's right, fucking right.
One
Yeah, it's a
movie that's
classic.
like that, that's exactly like that, is Shutter Island.
Okay, wait. I
That-
always. Okay, wait. Is that the one?
I actually saw that one recently, and I still fucking
Is that the
hate
one where
that
he's the
movie.
detective?
You hate that
Well,
movie.
I like it. It's a good movie.
Is that where he's the detective?
yeah, he's Leo.
Okay,
but is he
because
is he
someone brought
actually a
this up.
detective?
No.
Well, I
right?
didn't
So-
want to. Yeah,
but
I was
then
gonna
it-
say the
okay,
end.
So
but
like, if you watch this movie, there's so
That's
much
the Batman
shit
theory.
that doesn't make any fucking
Batman
sense.
theory.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
and then
it's
when you
like-
read and like it doesn't tie itself together in any way. Like when you really think about it, you're like, so I don't know. Maybe I just watched it wrong, but like,
well, he's looped, right? So in
Well,
the
see,
end,
my buddy-
he gets into that. Or sorry, fucking spoilers, but we have to do it.
Yeah.
So he gets into the room, right? And he's looking for his partner. And he fucking gets into the room, right? And then there's the doctor in there, and then the doctor's all like, the doctor like explains. He's like, you do, you know, like you do this all the time. You forget who you are, or like whatever, yada yada, and then it like pieces some parts together, like back in the past, like with his partner. There's no.
but the partner is like
I
the
think
doctor, right?
Yeah, I think so. There
Yeah,
was no
but
partner.
see-
I'm pretty sure it's been actually now. It's been a minute. I should rewatch
So-
Yeah,
that shit.
no, it's seriously, man.
But
Watch
it was
and
one of
think
those
about it, like-
movies where at the end you're like, what the fuck?
yeah,
so
right?
somebody was playing like
like this, like the end, like they tell a story, and then the end conclusion, in my mind, when they go back,
It's just like he
doesn't
was
make
crazy.
sense.
he just made it all up.
Yeah, but
You
then
know,
it's like
because someone said the other day we were either
it's like
watching
writing
the
a
trailer.
story. It's like, oh, and it was all a dream.
It was
Yeah,
either
okay.
it was
What
either the
cop-out.
trailer. It was either the trailer, or they actually put the movie on. But they were like, why did they let him do this? Like it was showed him like on the side of the island on the rocks and stuff, and
Yeah.
the doctor was with him, but
Yeah.
it was like his buddy or whatever,
Yeah.
like his partner.
Yeah.
But and they were like, why would they let him do this? I was like, it was a dream. Like it was maybe not a dream, but in his mind, that's what. They do.
Yes,
But
exactly.
have you ever heard of the Batman theory? I might have even brought it up on here before.
That sounds
But
familiar.
the Batman theory is that Batman is actually well. Okay, you know how? So I haven't seen anything past like Michael Keaton, I think it is.
yeah.
But like, so when apparently someone said like the Joker movie, turns out the Joker or the chick is like his doctor, and he's just crazy,
oh no.
or a different movie.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. Harley Quinn was his therapist.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then they find out. Apparently, this is what my buddy said, right? So then they find out that she's his therapist, but that in my mind ties into the same idea of the Batman theory. And I don't know. Someone told me this, and it's like so. There's it might be like a fan theory or like whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
But that like, imagine that Batman like was actually just in a hospital. And all the people that are like the Penguin and the fucking Joker and like the Riddler and all this shit are actually like doctors and fucking nurses and like people that are in the thing.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
I think I've heard this before.
yeah, so then, but the other thing is like, so I actually went through like a fucking like weird time where like I was like, I felt like things were happening to me like so bluntly from like people around me
Yeah.
that it was like I was being disregarded completely altogether, like and like feelings and everything. Like it was just like fuck you,
yeah.
everybody, fucking like it was just so weird, man. But
Yeah.
anyway, so point is that I was like, am I gonna literally like? Have you ever seen the movie Big with Tom Hanks? And he wakes up and he's really big.
Oh yeah.
And he goes downstairs. His mom kicks him out of the house or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
So like I pictured that I was gonna wake up and like no, like anything that I knew was not what was real. So like my friends weren't my friends, and like there'd be like, you know, it would rewind how like it showed like Tyler Durden fighting himself,
Yeah.
and it would rewind and like so it would show me like laughing with my friends having a smoke outside the bar. And then it would rewind and it would show me standing outside of a circle of people laughing at their joke. But in my mind, I'm their friend.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
really, I'm just outside of the circle,
Yeah.
like pretending I'm their friend.
Yeah.
And like I just felt like it was all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, I'm like, does anyone like really even see me? Like, you realize you're doing this, right? Like, you know what I mean? It was just like I was just like fucked over repeatedly. Sorry. So it was just like I felt like I was like, what the fuck am I? Is it gonna be like that?
Yeah.
And that would be the Batman theory is that like you you've made up all these fucking imagination things in your
Yeah.
mind, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so the people you think are friends
Yeah.
are actually the people that you just see in public,
Right.
and you think that you're friend, but you make up like, I was hanging out with you guys last week. Like, no, you weren't.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, I went bowling with you guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Man, that's such a good possibility too, because like, man, like, well, DC comics are dark. To
I thought you
begin
meant
with.
me. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah,
None
yeah.
of this is real.
yeah.
But yeah, no, like Batman's story is actually dark. You know, like his
Yeah.
parents get killed. He was left as an orphan, and he was actually taken in by the butler Alfred, and
Yeah.
and he was just like a kid, right? Like his
So
story.
this is what the
is
did you
actually-
have you the Batman theory? It says right here.
Yeah.
'cause
Oh, you
I
got
had-
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
it's like the Batman theory says that Bruce Wayne developed a life-altering mental illness after witnessing his parents'
Yeah.
death. Had to enter Arkham Asylum since Alfred wasn't able to properly care for him.
Yeah.
Each villain represents a separate part of his mental state, as he
Shit.
uses Batman fantasy as a form of personalized therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. totally.
So
yeah.
it's like the Batman is the good part of him that's like
Yeah, that
tackling all the
fights
bad
his
parts
demons,
of him. Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
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 But yeah,
Interesting.
it's fucked up, man. Like,
Cool, man.
that's
Make,
I'm-
makes you a little like more into it. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
with that meaning
Isn't
behind
that
it.
interesting though? Like how like because that's a fan theory, right? It's like
Yeah.
like fans can come up with like
Take from what was created.
more interesting like
Yeah.
conceptually
concepts, yeah.
like
it's
you know.
art, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Fucking right.
My motherfucker should
So,
be
um,
writing for them.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the post that all I want to say is Malone right now?
Oh, Ghost Malone.
You see the post that Aaron Cohen posted recently? Something's going on.
About quitting smoking?
That too, yeah. But shout out Aaron Cohen.
Quitting smoking?
Yeah, for quitting smoking. And
Canadian.
thank you for everything you do.
Canadian.
But no, he said fuck. No, sorry. He posted just a picture of him chilling or something.
Yeah.
But he's wearing this sweater, and on it
Oh,
it said,
yes.
did you see the
I
comment?
saw it, yeah.
Pigalle.
Yeah.
And I went to Google it just to make sure, but I'm like, isn't that the fucking name of the fucking strip club across the border?
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I Googled it and there's one less L. It's like Pigale,
Yeah.
Okay.
but his ALLE. And so I commented on it and I was just like, man, I'm like, I had to do a double take. Oh, because actually I commented with 4G. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that's how I seen
But I was
it,
like,
yeah.
man, I'm like, I had to do a double take, but I'm like, it looked like it said Pigale, which is a fucking strip club around here.
So what was it? Like is it just a
I don't know. I guess I should have Googled what the fucking double L was.
Yeah, okay.
But I didn't. But it was, I'm assuming just, clothing company or whatever. But it was just funny because I'm like, is he wearing a Pig Owls fucking shirt?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And the funny thing is, people say Pig Owls, but is that how you say it? Like, it's
Yeah.
like, Pig
I'd
Owls?
assume, anyways, but that's.
What
that's
I'd want to say,
English,
like,
it's
Pig
across-
Ales.
Pig ales. Pig
Yeah.
ales.
Pig Ales?
That would make sense. Pig ales.
What's going on here? Uh-oh. Alright.
Hit him with the click clack walla walla big bang.
Oh, yeah. Growing my beard in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I remember I suggested that.
Yeah,
recently.
well,
You
that, I was
should
gonna
go
say
back.
partially because of that, and then I was also like, you know what, like, because one day I looked, I was like, okay, it's starting to get like, because once it gets a little bit longer, like you can see hairs going different ways and
Yeah,
stuff.
totally.
So if you just like trim the
those.
edge of it, it'll like look
Thicken
nice.
up.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna trim it so that it looks nice, and it was like formed nice and stuff, and like didn't have the stray like, I guess the fucking broke, or what do you call them, the I was gonna say the loose ends,
ends.
whatever, you know what I mean, the dead ends and shit. But I didn't, because I was like, whatever, man, I'm not really like going anywhere or doing anything, so I was just like, fuck it. So I think what I can do is like grow it out and then like trim it down. a
Yeah,
bit.
that's what I did for a while. You just let it grow for a bit, and
Yeah.
then like shape it, and then let it grow for a bit, and then shape
Yeah.
it, and then let it grow for a bit, and then shape it, and then eventually you'll like.
It's nice and filled,
Yeah.
filled out.
That's the best, but I can't like. There's like I always think I'm like shaping it wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
well, the
man.
thing is
I
that
need some other eyes on it.
Yeah, I know.
same
doubt.
man, and the thing, you know how they have like, there's a thing just found out that it's for going around your ears, but it's like
It's like a thing you
It's
put on your
tilted?
face, or like
it's like what do you call it, like a guard. but
Oh,
it's
right.
like slanted. Like the one side's like smaller and the other side's bigger. Someone told me it's for going around your ears, I guess. But correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't know. But I just have one, and I don't like. I have two of them. There's one for each side, I guess, and I don't know what they do. But someone said that's what they're for. But point is that I totally forget what I was talking about. Oh, they should make a big one that's like really big, so you could like form your beard kind of thing. Because like even if I use the one I have to get it to go like small to long, like as it goes through or down,
It's just like setting
it doesn't. I'll always, so whenever I take like too much out of it, I'm like, oh fuck. So then I try and fix it, and I'll just like, oh, I'll go shorter because I fucked this part of it. Just go shorter, and then I'm like, oh fuck this part of it. Then I'm like, oh, and I just shave it all off. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, I've done. That's usually what happens.
And
to
then
me,
usually,
man.
you know what? If you ever see me with like just like a little patch, like right here on my chin, that's like really really short, and like just a little one of these, maybe like a light mustache. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Usually, like
and I don't like. I hate my face without my facial hair. Like,
yeah.
it's been such a long time.
I just
since
like
I've
playing
not
with
had
it.
Yeah, man. I always
like,
end up playing
It's
with it.
I can't even actually
Constantly.
remember the last time I shaved it all off. But I say that just because like I don't know, if I fuck something up, I'm just like, man, whatever, it'll keep growing.
Yeah.
You know what
what I
grows
mean?
a good beard? Chopping wood.
Chopping wood.
I'm fucking serious. And like that's not a fucking joke.
So what about chopping wood? Make sure.
So
your
it's
hair-
actually like
face
it
hair
would
grow
it would
long.
probably take a long. So I'm gonna like sum it up, and like it's gonna sound really bad.
You have to wear plaid jackets too.
No,
Does that
so
help?
like
I
okay,
got
so
mine.
so
All I
like
need is an axe.
okay, so
What?
you can do things to boost your testosterone naturally, and literally one of the things that boosts your testosterone is doing manly things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
and
true.
and
So what, like quote
Shooting
unquote,
guns.
like
So
makes
the-
a manly thing.
so the manly, well, I shouldn't say the manliest thing, but apparently what they say is like chopping wood is the best because it's like it's a bunch of things in one, right? So it's you're like working with your body, right? And like you're doing this manly fucking like dangerous chopping shit, right? So you feel like you're powerful, right?
yeah,
But then
the
you're like
satisfaction of watching
accomplishing
that
like
wood split in two
Yeah.
pieces.
yeah, like you're accomplishing something, right? Because then you pile it at the end too, and you're like, yeah, I just got this fucking workout,
Yeah.
and like whatever, right? You're like, and it's all
Probably
piled,
good for the
baby,
mind,
yeah.
too. Probably got lots of time to think. while you're
Exactly,
splitting
yeah, and like,
wood
and so like, I actually fucking I learned that in this class, and like, the other thing too is like certain foods can boost your testosterone naturally too.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
Like
very
broccoli is like really good. So I take these pills sometimes. They're like literally all natural. It's I told somebody I was taking them, and they're like, man, you're gonna have to take them forever because it's like testosterone. But I asked my buddy who went to school for all like the nutrition shit and whatever, and
Yeah.
like fucking all that, and he said that he read the bottle. He's like, man, it's he, and he knew the guy that made the pills. Like it's like Brad King or something like that on the label, and he's like, yeah, no, it's all natural, whatever, yeah, because it's like fucking like what's it called, like nettles.
Oh yeah, like,
Yeah,
it's
like there's
stinging
like
nettles.
nettles, yeah. So there's
Yeah,
like
man.
nettle
Deal with
extract.
those. Yeah.
There's
What?
there's
So actually,
broccoli
so
extract.
nettle
Oh,
soup. I
yeah?
actually recently, this reminds me, buddy from the UK, Sonny Green, made nettle soup with one of his like, yeah, and it was like apparently it was their cure for the like how to have, like be healthy like during this coronavirus.
yeah.
No.
yeah.
But see, like, are nettles like
nettle
the
soup.
purple flowers with the
No,
spikes in
No,
them?
they're just like green,
tall
aren't
green,
they?
like skinny green. It's like the weird shaped leaves that like
Yeah, okay. It's
And
almost
if
like
you
a
touch them, though, you'll know it.
yeah. Okay,
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So yeah, it's just got all like natural shit in it like that, right? But it's all, the thing is like you can just go to the store and like eat some broccoli or like take it home and eat it. But there's like certain foods that you can just like buy like that, like broccoli, and like I don't know any others, so I'm just gonna keep saying broccoli. But
Yeah.
but you can't get like the nettles and shit like that, right? Like you're not really like eating that shit.
Right.
But it has a bunch of stuff in it that you can't just buy at the grocery store, so it's all just natural, like plants and stuff.
Cool.
But no, but my point is that yeah, so I started taking that shit because this class I was in, they were saying that certain shit that you take will boost your, or not eat will boost your testosterone. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking like cut it off at the pass, and instead of like eating all this food, I'll just take these pills, right?
Yeah.
And I mean that's totally backwards, but
Well.
still, at least I'm getting it.
That's-
But
Logic.
I mean, if you could consider it fasting in a way, I guess. Like,
well,
I
it's
mean,
not that
like-
I was not eating food at all.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was still eating food. It's just that I wasn't going to buy broccoli and like
oh,
like
yeah,
I said, I
okay,
keep
okay.
using
You're
broccoli,
using it
but
as
it's
a
all like
supplement then.
yeah,
is what
yeah,
you're saying,
okay, thank you, yeah. But yeah, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, because they were saying all this stuff, so I was like, yeah, cut it off at the pass instead of having to eat all the fucking vegetables and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I love broccoli and stuff like that, but it's just
Yeah,
in my mind, like when you go and buy a bunch of like vegetables, like produce and stuff, it's like you either like if it's fruit, you gotta like cut it up and eat it soon,
Yeah.
or
for
if it's
sure.
vegetables, you gotta like cook it and eat it soon.
Yeah.
And
mean, a lot
and
of
it's like a
veggies-
task, right? So
yeah.
I'm just like, anyways, point is it's laziness, right?
Yeah.
So I just I take those pills and shit, but no, but there was like a bunch of shit they listed like that's like working out, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking chopping wood was like I guess like the top of the list for boosting your testosterone because you're like I said, you're working out your whole body. It's like a whole body workout in a
Yeah.
sense, and like you're stacking all this shit,
is
and you're
though,
like
man, like-
accomplishing this thing, like you
Yeah.
know. I guess you're not near your wife and shit for a bit.
That's it.
Oh
That's
shit!
funny.
And then I've never like I've split wood, but not like enough to like do that. But I've piled it.
Yeah,
I've piled fucking
Oh, yeah.
quarts of wood before. Oh yeah, and I've transported it as well into a basement from like the side. That
Oh,
was all
yeah.
piled into the basement for the winter. Oh yeah.
what was there like a shoot?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
nice.
down in the basement.
I
Yeah.
used to get paid to bag wood.
Yeah,
Come
Yeah.
along on a big conveyor belt, and you'd sit there with like you know those mesh bags they come in like cords of wood or whatever. Like
yeah, like the orange bags or whatever.
yeah,
Or,
so
well,
it's- yeah, basically it's like
Yeah.
it's like a mesh bag, or whatever. So we'd like hold those on thing, like the wood would come down this conveyor belt, and you'd like stacking up, tie it up.
Oh, yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
else
yeah.
I knew-
That's like the cheap
Yeah.
little packs of wood there. You get it like
And man, we'd get paid a bag. We'd like sit there for like
per bag.
yeah, so you're like 8 hours a day just like stacking wood, and you're like boom, boom, like
What was the pay per bag though? Like
I don't even remember. I'd get like $100 a day or $200
Yeah,
a day, or
right.
like
Nice.
probably like depending on
That's-
how much you do.
that's
Though, it's like
decent.
$100 a day.
yeah, man. That's
And it was
that's
cash
not-
too,
yeah.
which was great.
fucking
And
man.
every day too. The end of every day, like you just
Okay.
like boom, cash in hand.
Man, yeah, that's actually sick, especially if you're in high school, right?
Yeah,
Or,
and that's
like-
what it was, just like a summer thing, and like
Yeah,
fuck, it was great.
that's awesome.
oh, this video is hidden. Sorry, no, I thought it was people hitting us up to fucking Zoom.
Yeah.
My G.
I guess we're left on our lonesomes.
Yo, did you see that thing? The post I made recently on the 4G. Somebody complimented me on my glasses, and I was like, I even left the 4G and went to like my account, and then commented and was like,
circle glasses?
yeah, yeah,
Oh
these,
yeah,
yeah, these ones here.
yeah.
So anyways, it was a girl, but I didn't realize. I don't know. I just assumed, I guess. But I looked and was like, they're like, oh yeah, like the glasses game on point or something, you know. And I was just like, every day, my guy.
Yeah.
And then later on, I was on like 4G and I saw the notification. So I'm like, oh yeah. And I was like looking at the post. I'm like, wait, M, like it was like EM dot last name. I'm like, M, what the fuck? So I like look and I'm like, oh my god, it's a chick. And I was like,
Yeah.
fuck. So commented as 4G.
Yeah.
I was like, you're an idiot. Oh, I forget what I said, but I was just like, yeah, I was like, man, that's a chick. Calm down or something like that.
That's hilarious.
That's quite hilarious.
Check out
shit.
4G, by the way.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
Oh man.
Oh no, it was on 4G.
No, I know, but I meant
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
just like an added thing towards.
throw a
that
plug
person.
in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a pint here. Does anybody want to drink?
Yeah,
or
I'll
something?
probably grab another one myself.
Yeah, why not, eh?
Since-
Everyone else is doing it.
Since there's an intermission, I might
Easy there.
actually,
No back spasms.
Yeah, I was just, fuck, man. Fuck.
Fuck, I hate that feeling, man.
Does it need a bacchiotomy?
Bacchiotomy. You might as well tell the folks what's going on.
That's what I was gonna say at the start of the show.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna actually
No, I mean the bacchiotomy.
Oh, the bacchiotomy.
Remember I said I couldn't remember what it is?
Oh, let's get it. Lesson.
Yeah, tell everybody what's going on. So last week, if you're on our Instagram, you might have noticed that I was rocking a cane in the picture.
Yeah, that's right. Eh?
Fuck, the last week has been really tough for
Yeah,
me. Yeah,
you're
my
saying
back
just
was-
within the last day.
man, yeah, literally like till Wednesday I woke up and it was like better, but I was like, I'm not like going far.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like try and go outside even, you know. I was just like, 'cause if it locks up, I'm there, right?
Yeah,
However
for
far away
sure.
I go, I have to go back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So then, but it was better, right? And I was like wanting to move around more. And then Thursday, yeah, yesterday was like pretty good. But then, like I said, man, I was in that store for a little bit and I was like, oh, holding the cane. And then today, yeah, fuck, I just woke up great. But like I said, I got those Robax pills last night.
Nice.
I took a couple of those. So I feel like that relaxed me and helped me sleep.
Yeah.
But because the
That's
thing
what
too
you
is like I was saying earlier, like relax
It's
your
like a
back.
trap.
So it's like once all your muscles are relaxed and shit, and
It's
you're
probably like a trapped nerve or
sleep.
something, or like
man, literally, you know how you get that shit in your toe where it like goes one way, and like you can like stop it if you put your like toes straight up or whatever. You like fight against it and shit.
But it.
It's like that, but it's like all of my muscles in my back. So it was like
Oh.
all up the right side of my back, but it didn't hurt. It was just like not available.
Yeah.
And then about halfway up the left side of my back, but like painful. And again,
Oh,
not
yeah.
available, right?
Mm.
So it was like literally like when I was using the cane and stuff, like I'm like holding myself up. Or like if I would like I was like sleeping on the couch. So I would like lay on the couch and like I couldn't just like get up off the couch. I would have to like get my arm under myself.
yeah, man.
And, like,
I know
push myself
exactly
up.
what that's
Yeah.
like.
So I was using my arms to support my body because my back just would not do like I could not
Man.
do anything,
yeah,
man.
man. I know
And then
exactly
like
what that's
you know
like.
how I was saying like the toe thing?
Yeah.
So like I would get up and like literally today and yesterday were the only days that this wasn't really happening. Yesterday like a couple times a little bit, but like the days leading up to that, I would get up to like go piss or something like that. And I would like I get up with the cane and stuff. Wouldn't be too bad to get up, but then I would have to like literally stand there for like 5 minutes. And at that point, I'm fighting off that like cramp feeling. So it's like I said, it's like that cramp in your toe, how it like builds and builds and builds, but it wouldn't build like that until I stood up. So as soon as I stood up and tried to straighten my body out, it would be like, oh. And at that point, it's either give in and sit down and it goes away, or go take that fucking piss. And so then I'd stand there and literally like holding the cane, shaking like this, and just like go. And like I said, sometimes it'd be like 5 minutes, man. I'd be like, fuck. And then I'd
Shit.
be like, okay, cool. And I could go and take a
Yeah.
piss.
You know, it's funny. It's just like imagine. I don't know why. It's just funny. Like you're just like trying to sit down and take a piss because you can't stand.
Oh no!
right.
Well, that's the other thing too. Is I was standing there and like, so I would like lean on the wall and like have the cane and shit,
Oh.
and then like so I'm holding the cane and then I'm like leaning on
Awkward.
the wall and I'm like pissing and fucking and then there was a couple times where I'd be like, oh, like I'm just there, like I was like
Yeah.
I can't move now, and I was like, oh man. But the thing is, I'm leaning forward on the wall, so it's like for me to like
Push
stand
back,
up.
man, is a
It's
lot.
like, am I going back or am I coming back forward or am I gonna make it? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man! But it was like terrible, man. Like literally, like after like so last week, I honestly don't know how I came last week
Yeah.
because like I said, I tried to get in the car the one time and I tried to get out and was like, no, this sucks. It's not happening. It was like
Yeah.
4:30, I think, right? And then it was like I put it off to like 6 or something maybe or whatever, and I told Matt Pilo like put it off a little bit.
Yeah, right,
And then I like took some fucking pills, like the Robax or
right.
whatever,
Rollbacks, yeah.
and I fucking just sat there for a little while. And then literally, like I was telling someone the other day, I'm like, literally, I went out and tried to get in the car and get out of the car, and like, it was like decision right now, like I have to go to make it on time and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, got out and I'm like, fuck it, I'm going. So then I came, but like I said, I also took that muscle relaxant in the morning too, so that might have helped.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, man, Saturday and Sunday were like nothing. Like I was just like, even too, like laying there on the couch, like not in much pain, like
Yeah.
still in some pain, but not really that bad. But it was just the fact that whenever I tried to be a human, like elsewhere,
Yeah.
like if I
yeah.
got up and walked somewhere, like I'd
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. I know what that's like, man.
Shit.
Like I throw my back out like once majorly, and I couldn't walk for like a good few days. The same thing, like
Yeah.
had the cane, fucking chiropractor visits, like the whole 9 yards, like looking like a fucking 90-degree angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then yeah, like just lying on the couch and like you said, like lifting your body weight up with your arms.
Oh, man.
Just to try and like shift your legs or like trying to do something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't realize what you take for granted, like
Oh,
mobility
man.
wise, you know, until you can't use it. And
Man.
like, and even to this day, man, like right now, if I want to, I could just go and run up the stairs. You know what I mean? But when
Oh.
I felt like that, like you're like, I just even thinking about going up the stairs, it's like torture. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
man.
I can't do it.
Well,
I
when we
can't do it.
started, before we started, I went up to take a piss, and I got upstairs, and I was like, not bad, like, but it still was like worse than sitting here and not going upstairs. But then whenever I got to the like second set to come down in the basement here, I was like, oh fuck, like I just
Yeah.
yell at you guys, like, hey, what's he saying? But I was like, oh shit, and it's like I said, it's not even that bad. It's just that it's the fucking, and I said this last week too, like at points, it's not even really in pain. It's just that like once I start to do something, I could all of a sudden just be like, oh, and it's that point of like either fucking fall on the ground and lay there and it goes away, or fight through this craziness.
Yeah.
And like there was where was he going with that? So then like sometimes I'd go into the kitchen and be like, hey, I'm stubborn too, right? But so I'd be like, hey, I'm going like to go get a drink or whatever, or go like make something to eat or whatever, right? But I'd be like, I'm gonna do it because like now I'm at the point where I'm trying to like move around and shit. So I'd get up and I'd go in and I'd like start doing something, like pour some juice or something, and I'd stand there and be like, oh fuck, grab the cane. And I'm like, oh shit. And it's either
I
like,
start to feel shaky, like my back starts to feel like,
but it would
it's
be
like
that
vibrating
cramp. It'd be
almost.
that like toe cramp thing. And it
Yeah.
would just be like, oh, and it's either, like I said, it's either you fucking fall on the ground and it goes away and you lay flat on your back and it goes away. Or I could like fucking shimmy my way into the couch and lay there because it's better than in the middle of the kitchen.
yeah.
Or fucking I just fall, or like, well, I'm going to fall on my face. But, or you fucking just fight it out.
Yeah.
And then, okay, it's gone. All right, cool. I
The
can go away.
spasms, that's what it is. man.
Fuck yeah,
And
man.
I know that, yeah, that's I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy. either, 'cause
No.
it's like it is the worst.
Oh, fuck.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, man.
But yeah, it's probably like nerve something. You probably got something trapped,
Well,
maybe.
I got like,
or like
my discs are squished. Your spine's supposed to be curved a certain way. It like curves and then goes straight up. But mine's like straight curve up. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like fucked up. But it's so then like the I think it's your discs or whatever, because there's like your vertebrae and like the bones, and then I think your discs are like the like gooey shit in the middle.
yeah.
And so now like, so your spine's supposed to sit a certain way, and all those discs, like the bushings or whatever, right, are all set in there to like, so that it's an even space in between. But now that it's like bending back against the curve, it's squishing and pinching all those parts, right? And like the thing is like if I hunch my back, like if I like curl over, it like feels good. But they told me like don't do that, because that's what's happening to your back is you're curling your back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm supposed to put like a fucking, this is what they told me last time anyways, but you're supposed to put like a pool noodle or like a t-shirt or something behind you. Like even this fucking
Yeah,
back
the
of
lower
this
part of
chair
your back is
has
always
like a
supposed to
very
be
good
curved.
lumbar support,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So,
And
but
that's
that's like something like I said when you came down here last week when you were fucking barely moving. And I
yeah.
was like, yeah, like so I did gymnastics a lot as a young lad, and like the chick who was like our trainer or whatever, gymnast trainer, was like, she would always like basically put her knuckles in
Oh,
the
yeah.
back of your like in like right where like here and like push on it and like hey like and like it would make you go like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
Chest out.
yeah, so it would make you stand with a natural curve in your back,
Man,
and it was
I-
like forced on me as a
Yeah.
kid, you know what I mean? So like posture was always one thing that was really important to like. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
remember being told not to slouch all the time. My chairman, I was a sloucher, and I'm paying for it, man.
Well,
Like,
see,
I
that's-
play enough video games too. like back when I was a kid, I used to sit on the end of my bed and play video games because I had a TV in my room. And man, a lot of like this, right? Like
Yeah.
elbows on the knees, right?
Yeah.
As a
Man,
kid, man.
I
And
But see,
started
for
to
me,
get, like,
it's this.
I just really
lean
started
back,
slouching.
because you know how, like I said, your spine's supposed to curve the one way.
Yeah.
When you lean back like that, it's putting pressure like that, right?
Yeah.
So like you'll notice it, like
Yeah,
maybe now that I say that, when you're like slouching like that, like
Yeah.
even like your big couch that you had up there, like the big deep one,
Oh yeah.
makes you fucking slouch.
Oh,
Like,
that
well, it doesn't
forces
make
you to.
but,
No,
like,
it
yeah,
does,
exactly,
man.
yeah.
Like
And
that
that's
was,
what it is it's pushing back on that curve, right?
Yeah.
And I'm so bad for that, like so
Oh, man.
bad for
man,
that.
let's like legit like that couch made me like because it was so deep and I like my legs to touch the ground. If
Yeah,
I sit
yeah.
back on it, I feel like a little kid because my like I'm
They dangle.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
my barely like it's so deep. My maybe a quarter of my legs stick off the edge
Yeah.
of the couch. You know what I mean? So like I end up going so far into it that like you say I'm like sitting
Yeah.
like this so that my feet can touch the ground.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like just like my neck
Yeah,
is
the
sore.
neck,
and,
man,
like,
yeah.
fucking-
See,
oh,
I've
it's
been even
brutal.
feeling too, like this fucking up the side of my neck here too.
Yeah, man. Yo, like, man, sometimes, like, when I get playing video games for a long time, like Warzone, bro,
Man, I
Like,
feel
man,
that
legit,
recently I was doing
I'll
that.
be I sit in a chair like this now, man. And sometimes, like, I just get so, like,
Yeah, you don't realize
bored
it.
of myself or, like, whatever. I'm just, like, fucking, like, I'm, like, way down in my, like, seat for some reason. I'm just, like, literally, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. Like, it takes a good game session to get like that.
Yeah. I'm usually like you said, the like hands on the knees and like slouch.
Yeah,
like
man,
this.
that- Isn't
And I
it so
started to
weird? But
feel
like,
like,
and I mean, times I'll be like, hey, like lean back, sit up straight, and I just don't feel like I'm playing as good or like into it or as focused. But if I do this,
lean forward. Yeah,
I'm
you're like
fucking
into
A
it.
game,
Yeah.
man. Like,
And
you know
what's
what I
funny?
mean? It's
so
so
I just
weird.
like so that deep couch that I was just talking about, I recently got rid of, and I have like this like L-shaped couch now.
yeah, okay,
So I sit at the end of like the L part, and my
Okay.
TV's right there.
yeah,
So I have no back support
right.
whatsoever
It's kind of like
I'm
me as a kid on my end,
yeah,
my
I'm
bed.
just
in
like
a way,
exactly yeah. It's pretty much the
It's
same
not good,
thing.
man.
So like I have one of these office chairs up there.
yeah,
So I like started wheeling that over to
Yeah,
like
smart.
just sitting on that because
Yeah.
like I can lean back if
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
and like
I sit.
I
in
feel
a-
like
in a-
because again I slouch forward and then you have to compensate, right? Like as much as you lean this way, you have to lean
yeah,
that way to sort of
Right.
balance it out.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm a little bit. It's weird. It depends on the game. Like with like Formula One, I don't know. I guess like I like put my feet like kind of like out a little bit. I like pretend like I'm driving the car a little bit, right? Like I like to like move my feet when I'm playing. So I'm like
See,
a little
racing. I like have to be like
like right.
yeah, elbows on the knees.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like sometimes I do. I'll like sometimes I will. Like if I'm like this is a big moment, like I'm making a pass or something. Like I'll definitely like lean forward, but I'll try and lean back because those races are a little long. But Warzone and shit though, man. I'm like I can't help it. I'm just like I'm
Yeah.
literally just like
Fuck man, it just
You
makes me
know?
want to go play. Even John, like as soon as I got home, he's like, "Bro, you should come play some Warzone." I'm like, "Oh, I can't." Like the
Yeah.
lads are coming over for the podcast
Yeah.
and shit. Like I might be on later tonight or tomorrow, but like apparently duos is or trios is a thing, and plundered duos.
yeah,
a
that's
thing
right.
now,
You were
so
saying
I
that
wanna-
earlier.
I want to try that
Like
out.
new game modes in it. I was enjoying that last game mode for sure, man. I had a few good fucking snipes.
The
in that one.
snipes, yeah, snipes and scopes.
Scabs.
Wheel
Yeah.
snipe, Sally, bud.
Scopes and scatters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fun one, man. I put off on that one for a little while, but I gave in and I ended up getting it. But
Just
Yeah.
gave her.
yeah, well, it was free anyways. I didn't realize it was free at first till you told me, right?
And
You're
I
like,
I
"Yeah."
wouldn't have known until
and
my
it-
brother
and
told me,
cross
right?
platform too. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that's just wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah, it's been fun.
And that's like I don't know if I said this last time. That's probably one of the main things that got me because I haven't had a video game that's caught my attention for a long time. It's
Right.
got me like really stuck into video games
Yeah.
like I used to be.
Yeah.
And then yeah, enough, my bro, like we're all stuck inside with all this COVID bullshit.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like, "Yo, like come play this Warzone game. It's free." I'm like, and he's like, "Yeah, it's cross-platform. We can all play together." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll give it a try."
Yeah.
And yeah, sure enough, like, granted, it's probably one of the few things that we can all
Yeah,
be social with and still have fun with. But
yeah, man, for
and
sure.
I'm not used to this whole like battle royale, like the Fortnite style, like
right, yeah.
you know, like that's new to me. So it's kind of fun.
I saw a fucking I forget what it was, but I saw a meme that was like about. It was like I don't know, I don't remember what the video was, so it's basically useless of me saying this, but it was joking about like the last guy hiding in the tree or whatever, because you can like
Yeah.
make yourself a tree and like
Yeah,
hide in
a
the
bush,
fucking
yeah,
thing or whatever.
totally.
And it was like that one dude hiding in the corner as a tree for the
Yeah.
whole game or whatever, coming out and killing you at the
Yeah.
end.
Totally.
I think you can only do it for a little while though, eh?
You can. Well, you got to move. You'd probably have to move eventually.
That's
So
why
if-
the storm moves in.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever,
So
like-
people see the bush moving, they know it's you.
But you can stay as the bush.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay,
until
I thought it
people
was-
shoot it off. Like it has a certain
Okay.
amount of damage it can take.
Because I was
yeah.
like, for a second there, I was like, well, wait, that doesn't make sense if you can only use the fucking tree for a
Yeah.
little while.
So man, even in Fortnite, like once people like knew it was a thing, like people shoot bushes in Fortnite as a like
yeah, I
it's a
should go out
regular
shooting
thing.
bushes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anymore. It's been over a year since I played Fortnite, to be honest. But
Never.
I
played
got
it
into
once.
Blackout last year, like the last Call of Duty Battle
Yeah.
Royale, and now this is like the Modern Warfare one.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I remember you talking about the Black Ops one.
Yeah, Black Ops. Yeah, that was for
Never
Black
played
Ops.
that one. This is like honestly, like I say, my first like
Yeah,
battle royale.
yeah, they're a bit different too, man. Like between like they're both like the same, but as for like loot and stuff, like you used to have to like get attachments for your guns, like find like sights and extended mags and,
Oh, yeah?
and barrels. Yeah, oh yeah, silencers, but it's not like that anymore.
Yeah, now it's like unlocks that.
Yeah,
you,
I like the loadout drop, man. I love the loadout
Yeah.
drop.
that's
pretty-
key. It's
yeah.
key. You have to get that. You gotta be
Yeah.
like, you gotta get it quick too.
Totally, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying. Styles, man, you fucking. I'm pretty sure I saw like I don't know if it was PlayStation. Maybe it was an Xbox. It was like $100
For
for the
sale?
game. Yeah,
Yeah. Jump on the bandwagon.
yeah. Come play video games with us, man. What's going on? What's going on here?
Working with wood is good for testosterone. Testosterone makes good wood.
Yeah. It's a good one. Indeed.
I cannot argue that.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Have you seen like so many people are doing like I don't know what you would call it, but like remote stuff, I guess. So there's like bands doing like the guitar player is like one video in the corner
Yeah,
and like the
man.
bass player and the drummer and the singer
Yeah.
and shit.
Totally.
But then like there's people, well, like shifters doing like interviews and stuff like that. Like people are all doing like live interviews and stuff.
yeah.
Like Dave Portnoy's doing like all kinds of crazy shit right now. Like
the shipments he's getting, like,
oh yeah,
his
man, just send-
apartment is just fucking full of parcels, man.
Yeah,
Legit,
'cause
man.
so
People sending him pizza to do pizza reviews still, like fucking just
Yeah, so,
all
like,
this
people-
shit's being sent to him.
people used to, so
For
I guess like
content,
certain
right?
That's
people
crazy.
certain people were like sending him, I guess people who had his address or whatever were sending him stuff, but now like he put his address out there
Yeah, you think you'd
For
have like
everyone
some
to,
sort
like-
of separate like PO box
or,
something.
well, or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah,
maybe
right.
well maybe, but I forget what it is, but either way every morning it's like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that, he like opens shit.
yeah,
And it's just I haven't seen a lot of it. Like I saw fucking he had like
it's too
a
much of
a
it.
hammer, like I forget what it's called, but it's like it's got sand in it. It's
Yeah.
like almost like a rubber mallet, but it's got sand in it.
Okay.
And it's so that like whenever you hit something, it doesn't like bounce.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like thud. It's like called the dead something.
Okay.
I forget.
Interesting. Yeah.
Steve Jennings would totally know what that is.
Yeah. That sounds. Yeah, I wouldn't know the name of that. That's cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was documenting the other day, like the other morning. I saw his video, and it was he was documenting his fish, and he had one in a bowl, like an actual like bowl, and it was fine. It was like he called it Goldie or whatever, right? And then he
Goldie
goes
Hawn.
over to this other one, and it was just a bowl, like completely open. And then he's like, oh, I forget the name of it. I'll call it Rocky. And he's like, oh, Rocky, like where's Rocky? He's like, Rocky's not in his bowl no more. And he's like looking around with the camera. and he finds it on the floor, man.
No.
This fish like flopped out of its bowl. He's like, Rocky committed suicide. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And I'm like, man, that's what you're doing for content right now. Like,
Yeah.
you know? He's just doing everything and anything.
Fuck.
Yeah, the
There's,
pizza reviews are ridiculous, man. Like,
So Steve will do it.
yeah.
He's fucking so like, I don't know if these are recent videos, but I was watching some last night. Like, there's one where, so you know how he's got like Bradley Martin. There's like
Yeah,
the
right.
plug. Bradley Martin's the plug.
Yeah.
He's like the drug dealer, they say. Well, he fucking he said that. So in one of the videos, he said that he's like, if we get 150,000 likes, like I'll fight Buddy or whatever, right? And he's like, no, man. He's like, we got to do it whenever I get 500,000 subscribers. So then he's like, okay, if Bradley Martin gets 500,000 subscribers, then he's like, I'll turn him into a vegetable. And so he's like joking, saying he's gonna beat this guy up, but he's like fucking huge, like works out and shit, right? So anyways, they end up doing the fight, and in the video, fucking, so like one of his gloves wasn't like on right, and so they go out into like a half pipe, like a little skate ramp, and they're like, hey, yeah, like touch gloves and shit. So it goes like this, and he's like.
Yeah.
Then he walks away, and so whenever the other guy walks back to his corner, he turns around and he throws the glove off, and the other guy gives him a taser, and he goes over and tases the guy, so he fucking falls on the ground, and he gets up, and the one guy turns around and he goes, Steve, run. No, run. And fucking he runs away. Man, honestly, I don't know what would have happened if he caught him, because I think by the time he chased him around enough, it like turned into like fucking like it calmed down a bit. But then he runs outside and they have a security guard, and he runs and he hides behind the security guard. He's gonna hide behind the fucking security guard, and the security guard goes like this. It's like it's like an older guy, right? And he like grabs his fucking gun like this, and he's like, what, you're gonna fucking shoot me? You're gonna fucking shoot me, man? He's like, what the fuck? He's like, man, he's like, you're a fucking douchebag, whatever. And the guy's like, you gotta leave. So the security guard's always like kicking him off the property now and shit. But like, I don't know if that's like part of the skit or if like it's real, you know what I mean? Like, is he like, hey man, I'm gonna tase you when we do this fight, like get really mad at me and chase me around and I'll get you kicked out, but then you can come back after we shut off the camera, you know? Like, or is it because it seems real? Like, Buddy seems pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
But there's a couple times where like he'd go outside. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, tell this guy to leave. He's like, and if you see him again, shoot him. Shoot on sight. And all this shit. Like, yeah. But they've been doing some shit. Like I said, I don't know if those specific videos are like recent videos, but he's still putting out stuff.
Hell yeah. Tom Green has been putting out some.
He's going crazy, eh?
Yeah, man. He did a podcast with Classified last night.
No way.
Yeah, that'll be one to watch. We're going to talk about music and producing and everything he said. So that one, I'm definitely going to take time over the weekend and watch that.
Is that something they did live?
Tom
or-
Green's someone, if you're not following him, start following him.
He's
From Ottawa.
He's hilarious.
And yeah, man, he's got some good content right now. I'm not going to lie. He's been... I guess he's just been taking full advantage of this time.
For
I don't
sure,
know.
yeah.
It looks like he completely like made his little quarantined house into a full-on studio, like all around, man. It looks cool.
Yeah. I saw him the one day he was doing I think I was saying this before, but he was doing like a live on Instagram, but then he was taking phone calls, but then he was recording all the whole thing
Yeah.
as a podcast as well.
Right. Yeah.
But it was like live on Instagram and taking phone calls and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I just love his humor, man. Like, it's like very serious but dumb at the same time, right? Like, I think I was saying it last week, but just start some videos, it'll just be like, hey everyone, you know what I mean? Like that awkward like stare.
He's like straight face.
heels
Yeah.
moving,
Just like
you know?
looking like
He
He
was
has no idea
freestyling the
what's
one
going
time.
on.
The one
Yeah,
thing I
yeah.
was watching. Yeah, it was pretty good. He was
Yeah.
taking like people's comments and shit. Shut the
yeah,
fuck
I
up.
saw that one. He like gets right in studio vibes, like complete purple and glasses on, everything, man. Like, and why not? Like, he's doing it right, you know? Like, people like that are just taking full advantage of their free time, you know, and just, I guess, being away from everybody.
well, I mean, like that's it, right? You know that. Like
I bet
there's
a lot of artists like
not a lot
that
of
are-
sports going on, not a lot of anything else going
Yeah.
on. Like All eyes
I
are
bet
on
almost
social
a few
media
of them are
pretty much.
relieved, man. You know,
Well-
to take a break and just
well,
be on their own,
Could
fucking
be.
like recalibrate.
You're
True
probably
that.
right.
I mean, for a certain amount of time, until you know everyone will go crazy eventually.
Just because
like,
you said the fucking there's no sports and
being
shit, Dave
inside for so
Dave
long.
Portnoy is fucking doing. So he gambles on
Oh yeah, that's what he's.
on sports, right? So
Yeah.
he doesn't have sports right now. So what he's doing is he's playing the stocks
Yeah, that's right.
or whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's like day trading or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I saw
I
his
don't know if he's
interview with
doing good or
someone
not,
about
but-
that. This
Yeah?
one guy that always, he's been on this one like news channel, a few times now. I can't quite. Or wait, no, sorry. This is an opposite one. The one dude. So he's being interviewed by this guy, and the guy, I believe this guy asked him about pizza reviews, and Dave gives him a quick answer. He's like, I can't believe you asked me something like that. Like, I'm on here to talk about stocks. He's like, why would you ask me about pizza reviews or whatever?
No
right? He's
way.
like, do you not think that I know anything about stocks? Basically, this is just like my own words, right? to
Yeah,
sum it
yeah.
up. But yeah, basically, you know, I know he's being serious but funny with it at the same time, I guess, right? And then the guy does ask him like a serious stock question, and he was ready for it, man. He like fires right back and knew exactly what he was like doing with the stocks, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
and
well,
all
he
that.
seems like a pretty
So,
smart dude.
yeah,
but like
for sure.
I'm pretty sure like whenever he started, was he not like a fucking like drunk college kid?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. The documentary, you can watch his documentary.
No.
Yeah, how he
I want a documentary.
from like the first yeah,
Let's start making
from
it.
like how he became who he is from like, you know,
Where is it? Netflix.
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, for free. Just look up like Barstool Sports documentary.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, everybody, we're talking about Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports, and if you don't
Yeah.
know anything about Barstool Sports, check out Barstool Sports. I actually will say one time I was watching No Jumper. Actually, I was listening to No Jumper. Lately, I've been listening to it a lot because I'll usually whenever I leave here, I'll drive home and listen to one. I will say I've actually heard a bunch of cool shit recently,
Yeah.
but anyways, fucked it up. Oh, no jumper. So Adam 22, whenever they started, it was like the No Jumper show. So it was like them, like all the hosts together, whatever. And it was, he said, usually he'll start and be like, yeah, coolest podcast in the world, blah, 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 whatever. Fucking here we are doing whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. And then they just like start talking and shit. And then like at some point he'll be like, yeah, this episode is brought to you by like Roman Swipes or like fucking whatever, blah, blah, blah. And at one point he's like, yeah, and go check out barstoolsports.com. He's like, check out their swag or their merch and stuff like that and whatever.
Yeah.
And Buddy's like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, why you telling me to go check that out? He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I'm just wearing one of their shirts. I thought I'd say that. Or like or something like that. Or like I was on their site the other day. Or like, you know what I mean? He had just had some little like,
yeah.
yeah, whatever. I just thought I'd
That's funny.
say it. So at the same time, check out Barstool Sports and No Jumper.
Yeah.
I want to know Jumper Kendama.
Man,
Your buddy has one. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
no jumper or not, but
he has a kendama.
he does have a
I
kendama. Yeah,
think he I'm almost certain he has at least one of
he
the
posted a picture
no
or
jumper.
two, and I commented on it. I was like, "Sick, man. Yeah, whatever." One of them was no jumper, and the other one was something else.
Okay.
But then he was saying it, and he said that he had the blue one or something, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh." Oh yeah, if you don't know what kendama is either, so it's like look it up. Just Google it. It's just like a weird little like old school ancient toy
it's like
thing.
a yo-yo, but
Yeah,
way
it's like,
cooler.
It's like a cup on a ball thing.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like a
exactly.
stick.
Yeah. Have you seen some of the videos though, man? So, like,
yeah.
It
I
looks
I
tough,
follow
like,
so
how
like
he
I
nails some
follow
of those
there's no
tricks.
jumper kendama.
Yeah.
So they post people's videos like their
Yeah.
tricks and shit. But then there's like I started following like a couple like actual like pros or whatever I guess you call them.
Okay. Yeah.
And man, some of them are fucked. Like they'll like throw the ball up and then they'll flip the fucking kendama twice.
No way.
And like fucking catch it on the bottom
Yeah.
and
That's
shit.
the thing,
and,
right? So like there's like it's like a T shape. So like there's
Yeah.
two cups and then
Three
along.
cups.
I'm good on that actually,
Okay.
bro.
Or no, you can catch it on all
There's
four
a-
ends.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
there's
It's
a
actually-
spike on the end, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
there's
that's right. There.
there's
Yeah.
three like cups, so they'd be like they're just like in concave
Yeah.
or whatever,
exactly.
so the ball sits in it.
could-
But
yeah.
but then they'll take it and they'll throw the fucking thing up, and they'll like throw the ball up, and then they'll like catch it on the thing, and then but then they'll like take the ball, and they'll throw the fucking kendama up and shit, and they'll catch the kendama, but they'll catch it like on the fucking bottom concave
Yeah,
piece,
yeah.
and be like, oh yeah, and like flip it around, and they're like doing crazy
That's
shit, like
crazy.
yeah. But I want to get one just to, well, we could just put it on the table and be like,
Man,
no
yeah.
jumper
It'd be cool to
kendama.
mess around with too.
Yeah,
It would be fun,
Yeah.
fucking right, yeah. But yeah, again, if you don't know what kendama is, check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure, I'm not like selling kendamas or anything. Just look up what it is so you understand what it is.
It's like the modern day hacky sack.
Yeah, but yeah, I want to. But the
Fucking
thing is, like, I watched some of these videos. I'm like, dude, like, what take was that? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, because I was like, okay, like, take 101, and they're like, and even some of them are just like, they'll just turn around and be like, or like
Yeah,
something
right,
like simple, right? Or they'll just like look at the camera or whatever, right?
And you're like,
And I'm like, what? I'm like, if that was like, you know, try 101, I'd be like, "Rah! Rah!" like fucking
they're
calling
telling
people up and
themselves every
shit.
time, right? Don't show the emotion. Don't show the emotion. You know?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I saw
Inside,
Adam
they're
22
just
do one.
raging. You know?
Adam 22 did one. They were all, it was like a bunch of people standing around fucking around with it, and he did something, but it was like pretty cool. And he did it, and he just kind of like,
He always does the like bow thing, eh?
what, whenever he does them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whenever
really?
he finishes a trick, he does like this little.
Oh,
like,
he just
quick,
played it
like-
off so cool. He just turned, I don't even
Yeah.
know if he looked at the camera, but he just turned and was like, yeah,
Yeah.
so cool about it.
Yeah, that could be like his old. You know, he may have like stopped doing that.
Yeah,
I remember-
Kendama gang.
Yeah, that's sick, man. I've always wanted to check them out.
But yeah, LSD Brooks has one. I noticed.
Man, was it you? Someone shared something. It was like the fidget spinner, but it actually like.
Oh, it was me. Yeah,
that
man.
was you.
It was like a little fucking thing. It looks like, I don't know, like a little spaceship, I guess. Really, like it looks like a little like saucer, maybe about this big, like whatever. And but it's like that big, whatever. And but it's got like a fan in it, I guess. And so it like, I guess kind of like floats or like
Yeah.
moves somehow. But so you take it and you like throw it, and it'll like come back to you and shit.
It
I
looks
think I've
fucking
seen-
crazy.
And then you can,
man.
like, it showed people
fucking
doing shit,
just,
like, the guy threw it
levitates.
up.
It's
The
wild.
guy threw it up and he was like, and like put his hand under it, but it was so it would like stay, like, you know what I mean? So he like did this and floated it down, and he was like doing fucking tricks with it and shit. I was thinking about buying one.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that. I'm like, is this real?
Have you ever seen the fucking little
fan makes
the-
sense because I guess maybe like, to
Yeah,
help it like slow down when it's coming down, but I also don't know like the weight of it would also be a factor, I guess. Right?
have you ever seen the little fucking frisbees?
Little frisbees?
They're like 2 inches or something like that, and you fucking throw them. They're called like zip discs or like no, not
Yeah,
zip
they
discs,
don't they
but
like
they're like
flick around and shit.
no, it's just like it's literally like fucking like an oversized poker chip almost, but you like whip it and it can go like really far.
Oh yeah,
Like it's supposed to go. I forget what it says on the package, but it's supposed to go like crazy far.
that's nuts.
But the thing is, my buddy was like, "Well, you got to buy a bunch of them because you're like losing them all the
I was
time,
gonna
right?"
say, yeah, like the idea is to throw as far as you can. So like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming a football field, maybe like, you know, like
Like I said, I
some people
forget,
can
but it's
throw
like,
like
oh,
fucking.
yeah. But it's like long, like it's like.
Oh, I believe it.
But
man.
yeah, I forget what they're called. Comment if you know what they're called. Zip disc? No, that's still.
Probably
a
throw
computer
like
thing?
at least 50
Yeah, yeah.
yards. I bet, maybe even more.
The fuck's it called? Oh, zip chip.
Zip chip.
Yeah, there you
Zip
go.
chip.
Zip chip. Are you googling it?
Yeah,
Okay, sick. Yeah, zip
it's
chip.
just like a ring.
Yeah.
It's got
Is it
no,
a ring? Like there's a hole in the middle? Maybe I thought it was solid, but there might.
Oh no, you're right.
Zip
no,
chip?
Yeah,
I
it
was gonna
is solid.
say
Yeah.
it wouldn't like really go that far. I think if it was like,
Well, they have frisbees with a hole in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah, the glow in the dark one.
Yeah, that's the one that popped up right away. It was just like a fluorescent ring.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
oh shit,
But
Oh, yeah,
you got
yeah,
them there though. They're
yeah,
like how
yeah,
big are
it's
they?
like a little
2
puck
inches.
almost. Yeah.
But yeah. How far does it say how far they go? Or are you just looking at pictures?
I'm just watching like this video. with
Oh,
no
okay,
sound.
yeah. But yeah, apparently they're supposed to go crazy far, and like the thing is, I saw them. It was one of those. The reason why I thought of it is because it's one of those ads that was on Instagram.
yeah, yeah.
So usually I see that and I'm like, okay, it's probably garbage or whatever, right? But I saw them like, oh, whatever. Like they're just saying it's that cool, right?
Mhm.
Like the infomercials in the middle of the night and shit. But then I saw a fucking package at my brother's buddy's place, and it was on the floor, and I was like, "Hey," I'm like, "Is that?" And he puts his foot on it. He's like, "Nothing." I was like, "Is that one of those fucking things?" And he was like, "Yeah, fucking whatever." I guess him and his buddies, there was like a thing you could buy on Amazon or something. There was like a bunch of them, I guess, in a
Yeah.
pack. But yeah, he was saying they go crazy. Yeah. So I wanted to buy one just to be like, cool, let's see how far it goes. Like,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
oh, lost it. Amazon.
Yeah.
Gotta call fucking Jeff Bezos. Fuck. I should get his email. Just email him up whenever I need shit.
Hit him up direct.
Yeah. Yo, bro, I just need like these Shure headphones and some rubbing alcohol. And like this and this. Yeah. I
Sure
don't
thing,
know.
Styles. I'll just drone them over to you.
Yeah. Shit, you know what? Actually, speaking of, well, I was gonna say, speaking of drones, it's not really drones, but today I got a pizza at Little Caesars, and I got it at the Pizza Portal.
Pizza portal.
Did you get little white weird things on your
Yeah.
No, I do. You know what's funny is I have a
Fuck.
fucking. So
I loved Little Caesars. I
No,
fucking loved
but
it
I,
until those things showed up.
anyways, but yeah, no, yeah, man, it's like this fucking machine. I've seen it. I just didn't know how to run it. I usually just ask the man for the pizza, but they give you like a code, and you go in and you type the code in, and it fucking this like door opens up and shit. And
Is
like
it-
Oh, and like you
yeah, you just get your own. Like, so you order it, you like prepay and order it, and then
Right.
you just like go in and like type your code in and just take your pizza and leave.
oh, nice.
what?
Yeah, man, it was cool. I was
That's
like, what
really
the
cool.
fuck? Yeah,
Never
man.
knew that, like,
Well, and like I said, I'd seen it before, and my buddy was telling me he uses it, but because he already asked me if I ever used it and shit. But
Man, I'm telling you, everything's gonna be automated soon.
oh, for sure, man. And
so
like
much
that's man.
is just gonna be automated.
Did you ever see
Yeah.
that Domino's pizza car thing? They had a pizza that would deliver the car to your house.
Oh wait, what did you
Pizza
say?
deliver a car to your house.
Or sorry, yeah. That's a new one, yeah.
shit.
Fuck, you know what I mean.
That would have been a perfect time to use that.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
man,
no,
yeah, like it's
it
just
was-
like you,
There was an automated car that would fucking drive the pizza to your house.
so what? You just
There's
go
no
out and
driver.
meet your car or meet the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
like
go
the new
out
thing.
and you
Well,
fucking pay the thing. I assume it was probably only they did it. They did do it 100%. They did. I saw a commercial for it, but then I saw like a thing that said that they were trying it somewhere. I don't know where it was, but they were
Yeah.
trying it somewhere. I'm assuming it didn't go well if it's not happening.
Yeah.
Well, no,
But it
man,
was-
I'm telling you, wait,
but it had
wait.
locked things on the side, so like if you like paid for your shit, then the thing would open and you'd
Yeah.
get your pizza.
But
Well, fuck,
when
man,
this,
isn't this to do with like? Isn't 5G supposed to do? With
yes,
that
that's what I was
shit?
just
Yeah.
about to say. Like this,
Yeah.
when this 5G network comes online,
Teslas.
Yeah,
like
man.
it's just going to increase the ability for self-driving cars
like
and
that,
things to talk
yeah.
to each other.
But still, the thing
It's
is,
going to be
is
the Internet of Things. If you want to
I was
Google
actually
the
watching
Internet
a
of
thing
Things,
earlier about the 6 worst SUVs in the world, and they were talking about the Nissan Rogue, and it brakes on its own, like if something happens, but apparently it's like malfunctioning and it's like braking on the highway randomly,
oh shit,
and like so people are like
Yeah.
getting rear-ended and shit,
Yeah.
and like so there's a bunch of lawsuits against them and stuff. So the guy was like, why would you want something that like does it automatically? Because then like it could fuck up and do it automatically. It's like they have electric steering
Hmm.
now, and it's like, well, if the electric steering goes, if the fuse blows,
and all of a
you
sudden
can't
it's just
steer
like,
the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
or electric brakes. The electric brakes go well. The electric brakes have a hydraulic backup, but why have a hydraulic backup if brakes are a hydraulic system anyways?
Yeah.
So you just have extra wiring.
Yeah, that's so true.
Money. I don't know where that came
Yeah.
from, but it's all about the money.
Yeah, of course.
It's always all about the money.
Yeah. Well, if I can tell you something that only I can fix, You know what I mean? It's like even
Yeah,
like say like
it's
Apple,
like
like even
Apple,
Apple, yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Don't they have like some fancy machine that like you put the iPhone in and it pulls it apart?
Maybe.
Oh,
I know they have a
someone told me
fancy
that-
machine, even just to
I
put the
bet.
fucking the protective screen, like plastic screen on
Yeah,
the front.
yeah.
Like they like put your phone in this thing, they line it up, and then they put the sheet on this thing. They close
Really?
it. Like,
fucking 3D
Yeah.
printed
Hey,
right on the
every
top.
every time I've gotten that done, like I have a glass one on this. Like it's all hand. I've never
Yeah.
seen that done.
well,
by
the
a
only
machine.
the only time like it was just because I got it at the actual Apple store.
Oh, true. Okay,
And
okay.
that's when they had
where-
that.
Well, I've heard they have this fucking machine, and apparently, like, I don't know what, like, this fucking could have been a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure someone told me that. So, the reason why you have to go to Apple to get your shit fixed is because they have this machine that takes the phone apart or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, so it might be like the newer ones, or it might even be older ones. I don't know. I can't remember like when
Maybe
this
that
is all
machine's
about.
for all
But it
all
was
of-
like
or
apparently
something.
like put the
I think
fucking
I heard
phone
something
in it,
about
and
they
it just,
invented.
like,
does it.
yeah.
But it was like so expensive too. So like no one had one. You just like had to go to fucking Google or like the.
I heard something
Apple.
about like they
That's
put their phones
crazy.
together with screws that that don't have.
screwdrivers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they
It's like
invented
McDonald's
their own,
toys.
Yeah, they invented their own screws, and they're so tiny that you needed like a specific thing
Yeah.
that only they
Yeah.
could get in and use it because it was like super tiny.
That's crazy. I believe
Yeah,
it.
I
though.
have a couple weird fucking.
And that's probably
Screwdrivers
fucking. There's probably
from
something in
Apple.
there that people would want to take out. That
Well-
they're like, no, we'll just
well,
make sure they keep that.
There's a lot of
in."
They
well,
had a
shit in there.
specific fucking screwdriver that was like 200 and some bucks or something like that. But that's why, it's because it was like rare, like you couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But my buddy got a thing like it was like maybe like to change his battery or something like that. But he got a package that like had the shit in it to take your phone apart and stuff. I mean, this was probably also back in the like 4S days, you know. But
It was like 5 years ago now. I don't even know.
well, yeah, well, but no, actually, fuck. Now that I think about it, I had one 5 years ago, and I bought my buddy's like well-used one. Where's it going with this? iPhones. Oh yeah, so it was like back then when they actually had like the visible screws and shit. But no, he gave me the screwdriver because he had like two of them. There was like, oh, it was because of the backs. You could get the cool backs. Oh man, I had a Transformers back. On mine, it was clear, so you could see all the workings of the phone.
Oh yeah.
But it had the Transformers symbol on it. Sorry, I'm ADD. But the
what?
the screwdrivers, yeah. So the screwdrivers were apparently like really expensive, but they were just like giving them out with these like Chinese like back pieces for your
Oh, right.
iPhone 4
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Mm.
And then I had one for Samsung too, because whatever Samsung I had at the time needed a special screwdriver. Shout out to Brad for giving me those.
Martin? No.
Yeah, Bradley Martin, the plug. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to Bradley Martin on Instagram and comment on all his posts and say Bradley Martin's the plug at Bradley Martin's the plug.
And the 4G audio sent you there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then you should go to their page and watch him be the plug. He basically just sells drugs to children on YouTube, and it's not good. Steve will do it. YouTube. Gang, gang. What's that red fucking button above Brandon's head over there?
That's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
That's
here.
that says streaming. That means that's live. We're streaming live.
Oh shit! So everyone's watching us right
Oh,
now.
that's the red one. I've always looked at the red one
The downstairs.
down over here. You know?
This one.
Deep down there. Yeah, deep
That's
down,
Deep
that
down
way.
there. we're
Same thing.
we're pointing on the
Okay.
screen where we are on the computer screen.
Yeah.
It's a whole big thing. You may never ever understand, but
Unless
One
you're
day.
a guest in the
Yeah.
studio.
I guess would get it.
we should throw a fucking contest. Have a random guest.
The random guest contest.
Yeah.
Like the winner is a guest. Or
Yeah. So
yeah.
like, yeah, you gotta buy a t-shirt.
You gotta be from Ottawa.
Yeah,
or be able to make your way.
or
to
yeah,
Ottawa.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
pay for your flight.
You got to be in Ottawa on a Friday night.
Yeah. So
Those the
no. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, that's not
In the
happening
small
right
print.
now. But we will. Yeah, we will be. Well, that's a good idea. We should do that.
Yeah.
That's a clever idea. There's weed on my arm that felt like a spider.
Oh,
It could have been a spider. This
the
spider's down
heebie-jeebies.
here.
Yeah, they fucking drop down, man.
Oh,
They
yeah,
drop down from.
It's
the
happened. It's legit happened to me several times. Sitting here working on music, and all of a sudden, a fucking spider comes floating down.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
shit.
I'll never forget one time, man. I remember just literally, I think I was playing video games. Maybe this is few winters ago. I remember looking on my shoulder because I thought I could feel something like moving. I look like right here, and I was just like, wow, like there's a fucking big spider on my arm, man. I was like, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people, you know.
See,
Just like get that away.
fuck. I don't know. Spiders suck. The thing for me is like bugs, shit like that. They can like be anywhere at any time. You know what I mean? So even like you're itching your back right now, like, what if it's a bug?
I
You
get
know,
that
like I'm not
feeling
like
too,
that.
man.
Like
Sometimes I'll get
I don't
like
think
a-
that all the time, but it's just like
Yeah.
you scratch your back and you're like, oh, I'm feeling it again. Scratch your back, you're like, okay, is there something in my
crawling
shirt?
up it, yeah.
Man, I had
I
a
guess it
June
depends
bug.
where I am, right? If I'm in a situation where I'm like,
At
I
work,
know,
it's like
Yeah,
But, like,
8
yo-
out of 10. Yeah,
yo,
it's something.
Yeah.
One time I was at my buddy's place and I was like, cool, yeah, all right, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take a piss quick. So I go to the washroom and I was like, oh, and like, so I have like these like wife beaters, I guess you call them, or whatever, tank tops, and like
that's the preferred, the political.
Yeah.
It's a 2020 term.
So actually I have a couple that are like large because like at one point I like shrunk down. I'm pretty sure I was able to wear a large, or maybe I just accidentally bought them. But either way, so point is sometimes whenever I wear like a large one, it'll ride off on me like a lot now, especially now. But so anyway, so then like certain shirts that I have like a tag on the inside at like the bottom of the shirt, and so like I could feel like so I go to the washroom to leave, like, or not to leave, but like I go to take a piss and then I'm gonna leave, right? And I was washing my hands and I'm like, I feel like the tag or whatever, right? And I was like, oh, whatever, like, and I kind of flicked it and was like, yeah, whatever. So I like get in the car and I was like, oh yeah, and I could like feel it still. And I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, like drove home. And so then I go home and you know what's weird actually? I went to the washroom whenever I got home too. Or I didn't go to the washroom before I left. But either way,
Just putting that together now.
yeah. Either way,
Wait a
so I
second.
went to the washroom and I was like washing my hands afterwards, and I was like, oh, and I could like feel it, but it was like tickling me and shit, you know. And I was like, oh yeah, but my hands were all soapy, so I like rinsed them, and they're all wet, so I like fucking dried them, you know.
Mhm.
And then I went like this, and I kind of like flicked my shirt or whatever, and I don't know, I scratched or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck? And I kind of felt something, so I flicked my shirt, and I just heard like on the ground. I was like, what the fuck? And it was a June bug. And I was like,
Oh,
no,
those are
I'm like, that thing was
nasty,
with me
man.
the whole fucking time, man. I'm like, what the fuck? The whole ride home and shit like that. And that's what fucks me up about bugs, is because it's like, oh, like, the tag on my shirt. Oh, the tag on my shirt. It's a fucking bug.
Yeah.
Like, man. Especially too, like like I wouldn't want to go somewhere where there's like scorpions or shit like that, or like shit that can fuck you up, because like you're like, like this, I feel itchy here, you know.
Man,
like,
that's what it's like in Belize.
oh,
man.
something hit me
Yeah.
on the
Fucking
head.
walking in the sand, you got sand fleas and like fucking. I got
No.
like fire ants. Got hit
Yeah.
by those things multiple times.
Fire
Well,
ants are bitches, man.
Man, have you ever heard of gun? Oh no, wait. They're like gunshot ants or something. They're like
Yes.
something like that.
I
Is that what
have.
they're called? Yeah.
Either that or like buckshot ants. Or
They
something, one or
fucking
the other.
so what? Apparently it feels like you get shot by a gun when they bite you,
Shit.
and so
heard of
there's this
these.
tribe that what they do.
Oh
is
right, yeah, that's like a ritual. They get like
Put these gloves on. They're like these wicker
Yeah,
gloves, or
yeah,
like
yeah.
palm gloves. They're made out of palms or like wicker or some shit.
don't they
I
like
think
put
it's
the ants
palms.
to sleep or something
They
like
put
that?
them in the shit, and then they put the fucking the guy's hands on it. And you have to
Yeah,
sit there
yeah,
for a
yeah.
little bit while they do the ritual. And LA Beast goes and does it, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'd cry like a little bitch. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Like this thing isn't to be fucked with. Apparently, like
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, that's.
But yeah,
crazy.
apparently I forget the name of it, but it's something to do with shooting or guns or bullets or a bullet ant maybe or something like that.
Exactly, yeah,
But it's like but yeah, that's why they call it that because it feels like a gunshot or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it. I think it's bullet ant.
Yeah. Google's
I'm
it.
gonna try it. Are you gonna Google
Google's
it or
it.
try it?
Yeah, man. That's crazy for sure. Australia.
Bullet ant.
Like Australia, you know, they've got some pretty
Australia bullet ants.
Were you doing the Siri thing?
Man, bullet ants sounds correct. The more I say it, the more it sounds right.
I was just doing I just went to
Voice
Google and
thing?
just hit the voice thing. Yeah. Oh shit! I just did a stupid thing.
Yeah, man, like the snakes there and like spiders. And,
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
and
See,
their
I
like
can't.
the water in their toilets spin the other fucking way over there. I don't
In
know.
Australia? Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah.
Is it like that in the UK too, though?
No,
No?
Nicaragua.
Okay, so it's Australia.
because they're only on the southern hemisphere. Like the only
Oh,
continent is on the
okay,
southern
okay,
hemisphere.
okay.
Everyone else is on the northern hemisphere.
Oh, okay, okay.
Nicaragua and Honduras and South Paraguay. The bullet ants. Sorry. But yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, obviously it's not to be
Look at them.
fucked with.
Oh, dirty bastard.
Yeah. Imagine having a bunch of them on your hands, stinging you, or
Like
biting you, or
No, for
injecting
Or
me-
you, or whatever.
trying. Like it.
Like I said, man, just the fire ants. I remember
I've never had that, I don't think, but
honestly, man, we were going on a rafting trip, and it's in the jungle, and I just recently got married, so
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
wearing my wedding ring, and fucking I step in this nest of fire ants, and they're all over my
Oh.
feet. They're and I didn't realize for maybe a second. I'm like, oh, something's weird, and I look down, literally everywhere, and all of a sudden, my feet are on fire. So I just start going this
Yeah.
and batting my feet, throwing my fucking shoes off,
no.
and I go and I guess one of the tour guides was go to the river. They were just right maybe steps away from the water.
Yeah.
So I'm
Were there
running down.
snakes and shit.
Oh, there is. Well, I'm just running
Sorry.
down the water, oh, go wash your feet in the water, get them off in the water. So I'm running down there, washing my feet off, and I look down, I realize my ring is gone.
No.
I'm oh, so now this whole tour, there's maybe 15 people with us. So we're
Yeah.
everybody look for my ring.
No.
No.
Legit, man, the tour guide actually found it. He found it. He was
That's
looking
awesome.
around. He pulls it up. He's like, Ben,
Was it
I just
sand
saved
or
your
rocks?
marriage.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
I'm like, I've never wanted to give a man a hug in my life.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Was it sand or rocks
What do you mean?
in the river? On the bottom.
Well, it was yeah, it was a bit of both, I guess.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was
Yeah.
mostly rocks towards further out. But where
Yeah.
I was standing, it was a little beachy, rocky.
Yeah. Because I lost an earring in the fucking sand. It was I guess kind of coarse sand, little pebbles and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was in the water or whatever. And fucking by the time I realized it was gone, I reached down and stuff and tried to look for it and I scooping up shit and I was like,
Yeah.
no, it's fucking gone,
Gone,
man. I was
yeah.
like, fuck.
Shit.
Yeah, that sucks.
But at the
Crazy.
same time, too, my earring's not really that important.
Yeah.
Well, I
It's
mean,
still
I remember,
something, though.
I remember working my first year landscaping, dude. That I worked with, this big guy named Derek. He's got these fucking big diamond earrings too,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, he's mowing the grass or whatever, doing his thing. We're on Brian's crew.
Yeah.
Fucking, we get out of this site, whatever, and he's like, "Oh, I fucking lost my," or he made us go around the whole place looking for this diamond earring. that he lost.
Oh man.
That's what you get for that shit at work, you dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's not
So-
everyday wear, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was just fake,
That probably was,
I'd just
more than
I'd just be
likely,
like, fuck it.
He
I'll get
seemed to
another,
care about it like it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But it probably was. But who am I to? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Who am I to judge?
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? Fuck, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not. Don't talk so harshly of yourself, bro.
I got some I forgot, man.
What are you throwing at me?
Oh,
We
but
still have some ice cream.
Woo.
And breakfast crit.
So apparently Bob Lazar is the Cypher champ now.
Wow.
Trip passed it over.
Oh shit.
Yeah, shout out Trip.
Yo, Chip, if you want to come on, if you want to go on Zoom live right now and fucking spit some bars for us, you could.
Oh shit.
I think you just have to send us your email.
Even a convo, we can talk about fucking aliens and shit. No.
Yeah, seriously, bro.
Man,
If you want, we out here.
we're deep into this 69th episode of the 4G Audio Podcast. Right now.
69.
69.
Yeah, speaking of 69, I know we've mentioned this before, but he's out of jail.
Oh, that's right.
And
yeah.
you mentioned that you heard
Is that
rumors
legit?
of-
I never found out if that was real.
He's
or not.
actually-
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
for
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
for sure. Well, Melly's out of jail too. YMW Melly,
Yeah, he's trying, or is he out?
he's out.
He's out.
He's out.
yeah.
Out. Yeah, he's out. Out.
Shit.
Yeah, but
crazy.
he's like not allowed to leave his house and shit. Like,
Yeah, they were
whatever.
like house
Yeah.
arrest or some shit.
Yeah, but like, but you mentioned that you heard something about a record, and so I heard that he
Yeah.
had signed a deal while he was in jail. It was like a $10 million deal or something like that.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, and it was with like somebody, like it was obviously somebody that's like big, but it was like not a huge, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like Diddy or nothing, right? But they just like came out of nowhere and were like, hey, we'll give you a big deal. But so that made me assume that he's like contracted to make music or
Mhm.
projects or whatever. But you saying that you heard something, that means that I'm thinking something might be coming like sooner than I thought. Because I'm thinking he's gonna like, you know, get out and then make something, but maybe he has stuff in the bank, right?
Yeah. True that.
Gang, gang.
I've been interested to see what he's gonna come and like do with himself. Ever since I watched that Trap Lord Ross like series on 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck. I just
It just made me see him in a whole different light. And I was
Oh
just like,
man.
I wonder what he's gonna do now.
Chip said he's coming on next Friday.
Trip's coming out next Friday. All right.
Tell him he's booked in on the.
I don't know,
4G
can we?
account.
All it depends. I don't
Well,
know.
it'll
We
be a
had-
Zoom, like as in.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
he means the Zoom.
If he wants to do the Zoom.
We got two
We can do
people
that.
next week that I need to contact. One of them's a large, big figure in the community.
Yeah.
The big figure.
Yeah, you already know what it does,
Skeet it.
gang, gang.
4G
So,
audio.
who left this here again? The pink guy solution?
Anka.
Anka, yeah. No,
Or Karma.
Karma, yeah.
Kinda. Shout out Oasis.
Yeah, rolling up.
Yeah, I'm rolling up.
Oh, you don't have to use that. But
No. I can use. Well, I got some Peps in mine.
Meow, 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 meow. Oh. I want to do a day in the life of a camera. So it'd just be like some of the video footage would just be like nothing because it would just be sitting there. Be like sitting
Yeah.
sitting in the bag, and like you'd hear like the car sounds or whatever. And then like you'd be like using it, you know what I mean? So you'd see like whatever you're filming sees
yeah.
for like the day or whatever.
That's
and
actually
then
a
like
good idea, man.
yeah, driving between spots. Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it live, but
It's done
I
now.
said it.
You did it. Idea.
was it heavy?
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it heavy that said he didn't care about putting out ideas because people aren't going to do them?
Yeah, I think that was.
Just have to do
heavy,
some
yeah.
sort of like spoken copyright on the intellectual property.
Yeah. Today, April
That's my
17th,
idea.
Friday, April 17th, 2020, 10:42 p.m. I own
Eastern
all
Standard
rights to
Time.
yeah. I own all rights to any idea that pertains to life of a camera or day in the life of a camera. Sorry.
If it hasn't already been done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like copywriting someone else's stuff. The cops are coming to get me, you know? It's like the warning at the start of the fucking movies and stuff. Like you put in the fucking cassette and be like
warning and
FBI.
shit.
I remember being like so like concerned about, like not concerned, but
Yeah.
like scared of that. I guess I was like, oh my god, like just don't touch it. Like, just play it and put it away. Because, like, I mean, I would, I guess, like, tape stuff sometimes, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, that was
But, like,
So many people did, man.
but it's just like, I mean, I guess I wasn't selling them and stuff, but it's just, I don't know. I just thought it was like so much worse than it actually is. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's more
Like,
like,
how are you gonna get caught for that?
well, I'm like,
you know?
oh, the FBI, like, that's like serious shit. Like, I'm like, this thing is the gateway to hell. Like, holy shit, careful.
and it used to work, and then it wore off.
Yeah. But no, so now that's what I think, right? Like, oh my God, you mentioned this other idea and you tried to copyright it. FBI's on their way to your house.
Come
Yeah.
get you.
Yeah, Dad, watch out. Yeah, shout out to my dad, by the way. I think he's watching.
Shout out, big shout out.
If not, he was watching.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone tuning in.
Oh
As
yeah.
always, much love.
I can't wait until this is over so
Oh,
we can
yeah.
just like
Man, yeah, I totally.
we should rent an Airbnb.
Oh,
And
we're
just, like,
gonna have a night.
trash the fuck
Yeah.
out
You
of
know
it.
what? Yeah, we should actually.
Like-
This should be like a yearly tradition. Like we should make this a new holiday, right? Like the day
Yeah.
that it's over, just fucking like everybody get together and celebrate.
right.
Everybody get like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the end
National
of the
holiday.
quarantine.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
right.
like
National Holocaust. For some reason, I just heard National Hol, and I was like, no way. I was like, oh yeah, holiday. Sorry, yeah. That's just what I heard. Not what I heard, but what I
what's
thought.
what's in your head? Yeah, we know what you're thinking about.
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to think of really bad jokes. What was that joke I sent? What did I send you guys the joke? My boy Drake on fucking TikTok. I don't know. It's fuck-
I didn't. I saw the thing.
Yeah,
I was
what
at
the
work and I
fuck
didn't
did he
watch it.
say? Oh, he goes, "What's the difference between eggs, your wife, and a blowjob?" Oh, by the way, this guy tells these dirty jokes to his mom with the camera on her,
Oh yeah.
and then the dad or stepfather or whatever is like off to the side, and he always dies laughing. But anyway, so he rolls in and goes, "Mom, what's the difference between eggs, your wife, and a blowjob?" Or no, sorry, wait. Okay, wait. I fucked it right up. He goes, "Which one doesn't belong? Eggs, your wife, or blowjob?"
Okay.
And she goes, eggs? And he goes, "No, blowjob. Because you can beat your wife, you can beat eggs, but you can't beat a blowjob."
Wow.
Oh, shit. But yeah, I know, if I knew his whole name on TikTok, I'd tell you to follow him, but look for Drake and like the dirty jokes. He always pops up for me. Even before I followed him, I kept seeing him, so I made my way to following once I figured out how to work that thing. I'm gonna set up an OnlyFans too.
Like Drake Kicker, like K-I-K.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
okay, yeah. I don't know. Gord said it was for chicks to show off their stuff, but
Yeah, that's
at the
exactly
same, yeah,
what that is for.
But at the same time, but I heard about it from No Jumper and or not No Jumper, but Adam 22, and I forget who he was with. It might have been Spider Loke or. See, I forget who I watched recently on there, but they were two like older guys and shit. But they were saying that like their artists were using OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's like
but the thing
basically
is
it's
but-
like the chicks are using it for like
But think about
people
Book.
pay them for nudes and shit, right?
But like Book was fucking. So I went on the site and found out what it is. It says that what it is it's like basically like Instagram or Facebook type thing, but the people have to subscribe to you because like they have to pay like $10 a month because that proves to them that they're only a fan and that they're not gonna like narc you out and shit, right? Like they're
Right.
gonna so in my mind it's for like anything, right? So I said that in the chat and Gord's like, "Man," I was like, I want to get OnlyFans. He's like, "No, man." He's like, it's fucking for chicks, but
That's a big part of it. That's
yeah, for sure, yeah, and
It's for
because cool,
chicks to
because
just like
afterwards,
make money selling nudes.
because
and, like,
after that,
people
I've
fucking
seen
subscribe
like basically
and-
lots of chicks talking about it. But no, but point is that, so like Boonk, I don't know, was it Lil Boonk or Young Boonk or whatever, but it was
Yeah,
Boonk
yeah.
Gang,
Yeah.
fucking whole lot of gang shit, passing out on No Jumper and shit.
Yeah.
But he got kicked like kicked off of Instagram. Like he was like suspended or whatever, right, a couple times or banned or whatever. But then he was like kicked right off of fucking Instagram because he was like always like banging chicks and like getting head and shit like that on the fucking on live and shit. Yeah, and like so then like they fucking, like I said, like gave him a bunch of bans, but then all of a sudden we're just like, get the fuck out of here. So then like but my point is that so then like he could go on and do whatever the fuck he wants, and only his fans will see that, right?
Yeah.
So then like say like even too like sometimes I post shit. I'll post like the fuck did I post the other day actually? Anyways, but I'll post something and it'll be like, it'll say that it's like, like it'll be like, are you trying to like sell something? And like we don't agree with your post and stuff, right, on Instagram. And I'm like, what? But like it'll be like maybe because I like tagged somebody in it, like a business or something or whatever. But I'm like, well, like you don't agree with it, or like we don't. What the fuck? So that shit would fly, right? Like anything would go, you know. So you could just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the way I saw it. But then, like I said, yeah,
that makes sense.
Gordon's
Yeah,
like,
but
it's
I think
only
it's
for
like anyone can use it for anything, really. But yeah, a big
But,
portion of
yeah.
their user base is just chicks selling nudes
well,
to
and, like,
desperate dudes who will pay $10 a month to see some chick.
yeah.
Blast yourself.
Yeah, do whatever.
Hey man, well, actually, you know what?
Wow.
Isn't Pornhub free?
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah,
No. But I mean, like right now,
Premium
yeah.
or
Apparently,
whatever.
right. I don't know. I've heard. I
Oh,
don't know if
really?
it's just
Yeah.
memes or whatever. But I've heard that apparently Pornhub's free for a month or something because of the corona.
I thought Pornhub was always free.
No,
What's the
but like
difference between the free version and the not free version?
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe that's the joke. Joke's on me. But the other thing is, you ever see the fucking people showing off they're like, yeah, I just got my stimulus check, and it shows their bank statement, and it'll be like one of them was like stimulus like plus 1,200 or whatever, right? And then it's like Tagger from Big Cat Escape or Big Cat Rescue or whatever,
yeah.
you know? And it's like people doing jokes like that, but then there was one that was like Pornhub $300. And then it was like you just like another amount, you know? So then I thought about it, I'm like, well, why would it be that much? I mean, obviously it was a joke, but I'm like, why would it be that much anyways? Like, why wouldn't they just put like $10.99 or whatever, right? And then I was like, well, I guess like maybe if you're like, there's stuff to buy, like, can you like buy better videos? It's somebody posted a meme. It's like somebody asked me how picky I was, and then it shows like Pornhub, and at the bottom it's like page 56.
That's what. Yeah, no, that's funny.
Yeah.
Going deep into it.
Yeah, it's one of those long.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
Would you roll up the ice cream?
I rolled up some of that breakfast.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Breakfast crit.
Gang.
I'm gonna need that Nitro. Might have
Yeah,
to
it's funny
visit
we had
the
no one
old,
calling in.
upstairs
I
again.
figured Trip would want to fucking spit some bars. He said he had stacks
Yeah, bro.
of bars.
Wow, he said he's coming on next week, so
Oh yeah, my dad said he's still watching Gang Gang. Yeah. Raka. It's funny. Did you see that phone call I got?
Yeah.
Did that throw you off a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah, I saw you kind of stammer a bit or whatever you call it. We'll discuss it after, Jonesy.
okay.
No,
Am
it's
I
just-
out of the loop here?
It's just funny because my phone was sitting out here and it fucking rings, and I'm like, oh, so then I left it so you could see it. This is just a phone call.
Okay.
Just a
But yeah, gang.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Frankenstein was the fucking scientist. Godzilla was the monster.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
I don't even.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
You know where that came from? I mean, I know it came from
You
somewhere.
got something on you.
What is it? Oh, that dope thing.
For a second, I thought it was a spider.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, right?
Put
It
my-
just all come around there.
Keep putting my fucking Shit in the weed.
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
one of
to,
those.
make more picks
Holy fuck.
pulling into the pit stop.
Do you imagine? Someone took a piss break? Do they wear diapers?
Who's wearing?
Oh, in racing.
racing,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. He said pit stop. So, I mean, like, man, the 24-hour Le Mans
that's.
better be shitting somewhere.
They just
No,
go
they
for
switch
24
racers.
hours? Yeah.
It is 24 hours, but they switch racers. I'm not sure, but I think they might do like 6 hours.
Yeah. Even
Or
that's,
sorry, 3 8 hours. I mean,
that's a long time though.
that's still, yeah, because you got to think too, because people will be like, oh yeah, I drove like, a full day like driving or whatever. But like, I remember watching a thing where they were talking about like lateral G's and stuff like that, and like just G-force in general. So, when you're driving like one of these crazy cars, like especially like fucking like Indy or whatever the fuck, he would know more what I'm talking about, like the open wheel stuff where they're like in the little cockpit and like
Yeah.
meow meow. So they are more like
I like your sound effect, by the way.
But so they have like crazy lateral G's. So then like, so if you like, how like if you say you're driving in the winter or whatever, it's rear wheel drive, right? You're driving in the winter,
Yeah.
and you're like, woo, and it goes sideways, and then you like counter steer, and it goes back. Well, then like if you're driving that fast and you have that, because those are like slicks, right? They're like super grippy tires, right? So if you start to spin out and you turn it back the other way and you catch, you're like, what? And you're
Right.
going to like snap your neck, right? So they're talking about like G's because you're getting so many G's this way that once you like start to fucking go back the other way or whatever, so like certain corners, like you could fucking take a corner like one to the other this way, but like you can take it really fast, but you can't physically take that on your body. You have to like slow down and shit. But no, so they were talking about that, and they were talking about how these people are like in crazy physical condition and stuff. And I was like,
I guess it'd have to be.
well, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't get that. But then like, I like, even just like, not that I've fucking been driving that crazy, but even just driving in a car, like you turn and you feel you're like using muscles to
you're
keep
pulled
yourself
down.
still and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
right? So now you're going crazy fast, and you're like, wow,
Yeah. Throwing your body around.
and like,
I mean,
yeah,
they
so
are-
then
they
they
are,
are
like,
like,
yeah.
tight in there, but still you gotta like even like, keep your head and shit, right?
Yeah, man.
But then like, yeah, like you gotta like keep yourself in physical
Yeah,
condition.
their head too. Like think about like the G forces that. You know,
Yeah. Well, and they even have
they do
like
these things, tensor bandages. It's like this
It's like elastic things.
basically, and they put it on their head, and they do it in all directions.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they'll stand there, and they'll just do this,
I'm good on that.
and it strengthens their neck and all that. Cause like, man, think about it. When you come out of a corner and fucking give her your, like, it's like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean. And you got to focus as well and everything. So like, so yeah, you really gotta. That's Formula One, anyways. I know, like NASCAR would be the same as for like,
yeah.
hitting those turns is what it's all about in NASCAR, and like going 200 fucking miles an hour with like 40 cars all around you. Like that's what
It's
NASCAR is all about.
insane, man.
A wreck can happen like that.
Take fucking what's that? That's over 300 kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spaceship.
Did you
speed.
ask if they wear diapers?
Yeah.
I think they used to when they used to do like the full 300 lap races.
No way.
Oh yeah, man, those races were long, man. It's like 3 hours. Some of those
Holy
races would be like, so I'm pretty sure they wore adult diapers in case they had to go for real. Yeah.
I just like not eat or drink for like the whole day before. I'd be like, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put me in, coach. Yeah.
I actually just watched a video on the F1. They were replaying it in F1. One of the drivers like was vomiting in the car, like over the
No.
radio and everything. Yeah. It was like, yeah. Imagine
No.
that, man. Oh. that'd be
Oh, and then you
so
gotta
bad.
sit there. Fuck.
Yeah, and like either race it out too. Like he was they were like telling him to box, but he was like, "I'm gonna try and race it out," because
That'd be
after you
dangerous,
get
too,
sick,
just be
you
like-
feel better, right? Like
Oh
when you
yeah,
get-
hopefully, or it'd be like
usually-
delirious. It'd be like,
Oh, man. Yeah, it's definitely not
Yeah.
smart. Imagine going like 200 miles an hour trying to pass somebody and you start puking. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
No, it's a left. It's a
yeah,
left.
right. Just like,
Shit.
yeah. Yeah, racing's
I think
gone
that'd be
completely
awesome.
virtual right now.
We're all gonna
Yeah.
be living in the Matrix in 10 years, boys. It's all good.
We are fucking.
We're
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
already
What do you call them? We
computer
are
simulation.
simulation. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna be like Rick and Morty. We're gonna be a simulation within a simulation within a simulation.
Well, I was watching Family Guy the other day, and it was like fucking. They were using the time machine and shit. Stewie and Brian, and it was like they went back and they like did some shit, and then like warned like the old them about something. So then they were like, something went wrong, or so they're like, oh yeah, they fixed everything, whatever, in the time space thing, whatever, and they came back, and whenever they came back, fucking Lois was like in love with Brian. Like, so they're like, hey, everything's good, okay, cool. And she comes back, she's like, hey, like whatever, like she says some shit, then she's like says something sexy to Brian or whatever. And then like he's like, okay, he's like, we gotta go back. He's like, what? He's like, I had to.
Yeah.
So then they go back, and it's like, so they go back to tell them like, hey, like don't do this thing.
Yeah.
So then they show up to like tell them, but then they're like, wait, because they're like, hey, well, there they are. Now's the moment. And these other people show, like two of them show up again,
Right.
and it just keeps
It's a
happening.
paradox, right?
Like, yeah, so it's like, hey, no, don't. But if you tell them, then like, what, you know, and then it's just like, wait, don't, because if
Yeah.
you tell them, it's
That's
just
hilarious.
so fucking hilarious, man. Okay, hey, so what? Trip wants to come next week.
Apparently,
Well, get it.
we'll have to hold him to that. He said
Fucking
it.
right.
So
We're gonna have to start to make a fucking what do you call it?
Who was like? Wait.
Like a
So
collage,
next Friday would
I
be.
We
think-
shouldn't tell anybody. 24th.
Yeah. we
Well, we'll tell them
shouldn't-
it's the 24th, but
Yeah, well, yeah. No, that's kind of what I just wanted.
Oh,
to know.
okay, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Good answer.
no, okay, cool.
But at the same time, I also was wanting to ask which artist or whoever I guess was going to be.
The only clue I'll say is spitting. That's it.
And a nice young man
Bars.
from the radio station.
Bars.
Okay,
Yeah.
says it all right there.
Oh, hey.
Should for.
Yeah. Gang, gang. Rah.
Hopefully that's all still a go then. Was that supposed to be?
Should touch base.
Oh no, I'll say this off to later.
Yeah,
Never
for
mind.
sure.
So we'll go ahead and wrap this up.
I just want to take a
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
I
we're
just want to
over
take a
2 hours.
moment right now to show everybody the 4G's fucking merch.
That's right.
Gang, gang. Jonesy's sporting one off camera as well. You got the Oasis.
Yeah,
But anyways, back to the 4G. I totally got fucking lost there. So if you want any of our merchandise, you can get crazy shit. There's a clock. There's like a shower curtain.
yeah.
There's like bedding. There's like crazy endless amounts of stuff.
Yeah.
And it all says 4G. You can get it at
Some of it has our faces on it.
4G
My tongue sticking out. I don't know.
audiopodcast.com, and you can follow the links and find out how to find that shit. Again, thank our sponsor Oasis. They're still doing they're not doing their thing. The whole reserves are closed right now from everyone else.
But when everything's back to normal, where can we find them?
You can find them at Pickwackanagon, Tyndonega, Shannonville, and that's it. It sounded like I had a fourth one, but that's it. And at the same time, too, for this episode, I'd like to thank Perp Nerp Terps for some of the danks that we've been smoking.
Yeah.
Yay.
Shout out
Hey,
Perp.
hey, oh, sorry, I've been hogging this doobie too.
No. Just pass it to you, bro. Yeah, shout out Perp Nerp.
Yeah, so
Always holding it down as
my
well.
favorite color's orange, pizza, Gatorade.
Is it lightning round?
Yeah, it's funny because like my son's mother said to me the other day, I was like zooming him because of the quarantine
Of course,
and shit.
yeah.
So I was like zooming him, and then like once he like he got into his video games and started like playing or whatever. So
Yeah.
so me and her were talking, and she's like, yeah, like Bentley loves loves what the fuck, shawarma, right? And I was like, oh, right on, cool, yeah. And then she's like, well, like, first of all, like he loves pizza and tacos. And then
yeah.
so I was like, oh, okay, I'm like, that's hilarious because one of our questions is
Like
pizza or
pizza and
tacos,
tacos.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, he'd have to actually pick one. And then she's like, okay, like ask him. He's like, right away, tacos. Like she didn't even finish. She's just like tacos. And then he's like, no wait, pizza. And he's like, oh, I don't know. And I was like,
Yeah.
exactly. That's even the same with me. I'm like, oh, but they're both so good.
Situational, right?
depend
One,
on-
if you ask me one day, I'm gonna say pizza. If you ask me on another day, I might say tacos.
Legit.
Yeah.
Well, like it's funny. Zach actually asked last night, not knowing I think that we ask it,
Yeah.
but he asked it to me, and I was just like, well, some of the, like other people in the party were like, yeah, it's situational. It depends like how I'm feeling, right? And I was like, actually, like for me, it depends on the taco, like what kind of taco we talking about.
Yeah, I guess.
If
Yeah.
it's regular like beef hard shell, I'm taking pizza
See,
over that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hard shell-
really?
No
Whenever
hard shell
I-
tacos.
oh, whenever
Hard
I
shell
am,
tacos
man.
suck.
I'll be straight. I am. I'm not a big fan of those like OG
But see, whenever I
tacos.
think of
hard
tacos,
shell,
I
but-
just think of like usually like I was gonna say Taco Bell, not Taco Bell, but the old El Paso, like you just mix it up and make it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's usually what I think of.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, man, I fucking love that shit. Like I've never like I shouldn't say never, but I don't think I've ever really had like tacos like in public. So, well, not in public, but like
Like
at a restaurant. Like yeah, because like I remember there's like the El Camino. They have tacos there. I've always been told to get them there.
Yeah.
And like one of my exes used to eat like fish tacos all the time.
Man, yeah.
And like I've never tried them. Like I was like, I don't know. The other thing too is like I don't want to be like, can I have tacos? They're like, yeah, here. It's like a bunch of weird shit on it I don't like.
Yeah.
So I just don't trust it.
Chicken
but-
tacos are the
But
bomb.
usually I think of fucking normal beef tacos from the
Yeah.
fucking old El
Right,
Paso
yeah.
shit. And like, you know what I've been doing lately whenever I do it is I'll get the soft shell and the hard shell. And then I'll put like the fucking
You'll put the soft
like-
shell around the hard shell.
oh buddy, yeah.
Man.
But I'll put the like
that would be good.
but you put the
I could
you
get
put
behind
the
that.
I always found like you put a whole bunch, you put the meat in the hard shell, and then you put a whole bunch of stuff on it. And it's all falling apart, and
Yeah,
shit, right?
totally, man. You
usually,
take one
like-
bite and it's gone.
So then, like, so that not only helps it to keep together, but it's like you layer the toppings. So I'll put like some fucking sour cream on the soft shell, and then put like cheese on it, and then I'll fucking put the hard shell in it, and then I'll put the beef on it,
yeah,
and then some salsa,
totally.
and then lettuce and cheese and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I'm not much for like tomatoes and,
And
like
onions
onions,
and
and
stuff,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But so yeah, I just like
Onions
some
are the
lettuce and
bomb.
cheese.
I
But then it's
agree.
like, oh man, I just made myself hungry.
yeah, thinking of it.
I'm actually
damn.
like
What the fuck did you have earlier?
It was a
Yeah.
burrito, man. It
Yeah,
was so good. It
oh.
was from the Mucho Burrito.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
And I only got a small, and usually I get like a regular burrito, and it's
Yeah.
like,
You had that thing gone in less than a minute. I swear to God.
man, it was, yeah,
Three
it was
bites, she was
delicious,
gone.
delicious.
Man, oh yeah, they're so good. They actually, I'm gonna fucking shout out to them. I went in there last week, 2 weeks
Mucho
ago.
burrito, you said?
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, and so actually I went in there like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and me and my buddy went in, and I had a Corona, and I ate the
The ghost pepper.
ghost
burrito?
pepper one because I was like training for the fucking
Yeah.
hot sauce and shit, and then a couple weeks later, so like 2 weeks ago, I guess, me and my buddy went back again, and I got it again, but it was like after they put like the like you can't eat in the restaurants,
Yeah. Right.
and so then we go in, and buddy's like, "Man, you gonna see if you can get a beer?" I'm like, I don't really care, like whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. So then we get to the end, and like, so he's like, yeah. So he's like, are you getting a beer? And the guy looks at me like, kind of like, well, do you want a beer? You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah. I'm like, I'll have a Corona. And like, oh, what my buddy said was, are you gonna chug a beer before we leave? And so then I'm like, yeah, I'll have a Corona. And then he put the Corona down, and he didn't open it. He's like, I can't open it. He's like, you have to leave the store with it. And I was like, really? And I was like, he's like, yeah, we're like, I guess they were allowed to now.
That's
Because like they're delivering beer and
Go
stuff
drink in
now too.
public.
Yeah, exactly. And what we did, man, is we
live.
literally fucking went out and sat in my buddy's car and I ate the fucking burrito and drank the beer. And these guys pulled up beside us and like one of them, like the one guy was just dropping off the other guy to go to work at Mucho Burrito. So he was sitting there finishing his smoke, like chatting with Buddy. And like I took a picture of like me holding the beer and the fucking
And I mean,
burrito
why
in
not,
front of
right?
Mucho Burrito.
Why in a
And
free
they were
country
sitting
can
there
we not
laughing at me
fucking...
and shit. I was like, yeah, fucking
Not in
right.
Canada.
Well, yeah, really though.
Like, why
Man,
not,
in
right?
fucking
What I'm saying?
Germany,
That's
like
what-
you go
yeah.
to McDonald's and get a beer with your Big Mac.
Oh man, yeah.
and fucking take it to go.
Man, my brother was saying.
You know?
My brother was
Yeah,
saying in the
walking down
Ukraine,
street
you go
with
to
a beer is not a
KFC.
big deal.
KFC, and like you can drink at KFC, but like you could drink there at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like you just drink wherever the fuck you
Yeah.
go, like whenever you want. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy, man. Like,
Yeah.
I should be able, like, it's my body, my choice, right? Is that the
It's
thing?
true.
Like, shouldn't
well,
I be able
yeah,
to decide
I wasn't
when
driving. He was driving, so and I was just
Well, yeah,
having
I
one
mean,
fucking
as long as you're being
beer.
responsible, like,
Yeah.
yeah, but if I
And
want
I
to,
ran
like,
back in and threw the like, gave them the bottle. I was like, here you go, like whatever.
I don't know. I just think there was just like a lot of stupid rules on
Yeah,
what you're not allowed to do and what you are allowed to do and when you're allowed to do it and how you're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
But that's for a whole nother story.
That's a whole other fucking topic. Yeah.
any motherfucking
Going
way.
strong. We're I guess at the 2-hour point it doesn't tell you the minutes after that.
Yeah, we're 2.5 hours. 2
Once
hours.
you hit 120 minutes, it goes to 2 hours, and then it won't show you until it goes to 3 hours.
What? No, it does. I got 2 hours. 20.
Well, of course you're the program. Well, yeah.
Oh, so it doesn't.
on the live
okay,
feed,
yeah.
You guys done
sorry.
arguing yet?
Yeah. Can we end this shit?
I'm just joking. But yeah, fucking. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Again, fuck. Sorry about the Zoom shit. Next time we'll try and make it known before we do it.
Oh, it was a bit known.
Hopefully we can do a little 420 thing for you guys.
Oh yeah, that's
Sorry,
right.
I'm
That's something
fucking gapping
we're,
out here.
We're working on. We do. Well, we have a
Unfor-
420
unfor- yeah.
special always.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately, it won't be as epic
yeah,
as
this
it might
year
have been last year.
it's tough this year, but we're trying to work on something here.
Yeah.
I was looking really forward to this year, like too, like
Man,
Fuck, I was gonna
agree.
try. Well, the thing is, I wanted to plan something big, and then it got to like too soon, and then at the same time too, they put all this shit on. So I'm like, okay, well, how do you invite people, or how do you do this thing,
Yeah,
or like
it's
how
supposed
you know?
to be a big fucking.
And then even like the
invite,
sponsors and
basically,
stuff too. I was gonna. Be
I even
like,
had the idea to like walk around downtown and ask people like 'cause if they were gonna do like the 420 on Parliament Hill.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
like
man, yeah.
go around with a fake petition, asking people just to get some like content, maybe
Yeah,
for the vlog. Like
sure.
ask people if they
All right.
wanted to change the Canada flag to a pot leaf.
Oh yeah, I remember you were saying that. That's right.
Can't do
yeah.
that shit anymore, and it sucks.
Either
Okay,
way,
well, any motherfucking way, I'm gonna switch glasses like Mr. Rogers switches sweaters. I'm on my way out. Peace.
catch you in
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
one.
4G Audio Podcast, Basement Weirdos, gang. Peace
Much
out.
love.
Thanks for having us. Stay safe.
Yeah.